Greetings and salutations, everyone. We have a new crew up in here. We had the four wonderful people, and we added a new person to the podcast. If you guys haven't heard him, we have Fade up in here, aka Rob, the go to Boston Sports up in here. Rob, we appreciate your time and coming on here. We have lots to talk about. Thank you for joining us, man.
Anytime. I heard you guys had a podcast going on, and of course, I had my own started. And I was like, "There's no better person to join than Dev and Harrison," and I love meeting new people too. So I'm down to talk sports. So works for me.
Well, guys, we have a lot of MLB that I want to get into, if that is okay with you guys. Lots of news to break down. Jacob DeGrom this morning. Aaron Judge signing a 9-year deal with the New York Yankees, but Mr. Heyman said Mr. Arson, excuse me, it went to the Giants last night, and then he said, "quote unquote, my bad, I didn't mean to jump the gun." So I want to get your guys' first thoughts because we have a New York Mets fan up in here, Austin. I want to get your thoughts on Jacob DeGrom going to the Texas Rangers on a 5-year deal.
So basically, my thoughts on this are, okay, thank you, Jacob DeGrom, for everything, but you're gone. We got a replacement in Justin Verlander, so I believe that signing Verlander and also signing Jose Quintana, I think is how you pronounce it.
Yep.
It may be signing Kodai Senga or whatever. Hopefully we get Senga. Fingers crossed. I think our rotation is still going to be fine the way it is. Because you look at how DeGrom, how many games he played in last year, which I think he only played in 5 because he was hurt most of the year.
Yeah.
And Verlander pitched basically about the whole year every time, or I don't know. So I hate to see Jacob DeGrom leave, but we filled his spot in the rotation, and plus he could never stay on the field.
Right.
For the Mets, anyways.
Right. So I want to get everyone's intake on this DeGrom signing. Rob, let's get your intake on Jacob DeGrom. Surprisingly, not going to the Mets, but signing with the Texas Rangers.
Well, it's a big move for the Texas Rangers, especially if Jacob DeGrom is healthy, because Jacob DeGrom, arguably, when healthy, is the best starting pitcher in baseball. I don't think there's any debate about that when he's healthy. We've seen what he could do. 2 Cy Youngs with the Mets. Did a lot for the New York Mets. But I really do like the signing of Justin Verlander, like I said, because he's an American League Cy Young. Mind you, he's coming off of Tommy John surgery too, and he's winning a Cy Young, which is absolutely insane to see. And I mean, they're paying him and Verlander the same, which is pretty good. $86 million for 2 years. I think it's a good deal for Justin Verlander. A vesting option for third, which is good. And like you said, Jose Quintana coming into that rotation really makes it stronger. I think Jacob DeGrom with the Rangers is going to be good. Obviously, with them signing a couple arms too, trading for Jake Odorizzi. They still have Martin Perez.
They got Odorizzi. Okay.
They got Odorizzi, and they just signed. Who did they sign for 4 years? They just signed someone yesterday for 4 years.
Didn't they just get
Rangers?
I think they got Andrew Heaney.
Andrew Heaney. They got Andrew Heaney. Yep.
Andrew Heaney, yeah.
In that rotation, if you think about it, he's just filling in a spot for Jack Leiter when he's prepared. Kumar Rocker. They're going to be that rotation. If DeGrom is healthy, that 3 is scary.
Rocker used to be a Met.
That was crazy when I saw that.
I think, like, in my eyes, I think the Rangers need a little bit more bats. Because here's the thing, sure, having Marcus Semien is fine. Kyle Seager, that's great. But it's just like, they really need a good, short and first, and maybe a little bit outfield. I know they have Cole Calhoun, but I think maybe if they get someone like Michael Conforto, or maybe like Andrew McCutchen to solidify their outfield to get to where they want to be if they want to contend in their division.
Because pitching can only do so much in the game.
Right, exactly. Because I think that their pitching is going to be fine, but I think they just need a couple more bats to solidify them as a. I mean, sure, right now are they contenders? Yeah, getting Jacob DeGrom, getting Andrew Heaney, that's a huge upgrade in their rotation. But I think they still need a little bit more bats. I don't think that Seager and Semien are going to be the pieces. But if they add a little bit more, then I'll call the Texas Rangers a little bit of a title contender here.
What's it called? What I wanted to add to what you were saying, Dev, is I know they got DeGrom, they got Heaney. Who else? Did they get anyone else?
I think Odorizzi, is that correct?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. I know that rotation is, when healthy, deadly, but I just don't see them as playoff contenders quite yet, like you said, until they add a few more pieces to the puzzle.
Right.
Once I see him like beat good teams, and yeah, I'll start thinking about it twice. But it looks good.
Sure.
It looks good on paper, but now it's got to be on the field.
Right. Sure. Having Seager there and Semien is great, but that's not going to do you much in having an old Angels player right there, Cole Calhoun. I just think they need a little bit more bats, maybe depth in their bullpen a little bit more, and then I'll be like, oh wow, the Texas Rangers could actually contend out there and do what they're doing. But I like the signing, instead of going back to his old team in the New York Mets, which he probably didn't want to sign back with because
he actually had an offer on the table.
Really? What was the offer?
It was a 3-year,
like 120,
130, I think, I believe.
Damn.
And he still declined it. What's he getting from the Rangers? 5 years?
He's getting 5 years.
185, I think.
Ooh.
I mean, he's averaging $37 million a year.
Holy cow! Ooh.
Hey, I take that deal over anything, over a 3-year deal. I would have been like, hey, it started with something new, so just go to a new team, see how you do there. But they got their ace in Jacob deGrom, which is great.
Time to get to work for them.
Yeah. Right. They just need more bats. I just think if the Rangers get more bats, I think they'll be a little bit more considerable to be able to beat themselves in their own division, in all honesty.
Yeah, and also, Dev, I want to say something, because we already saw their pitching, because their pitchers are really good. Martin Eltas Matas, or should I say Martin Perez. They already picked up Jacob deGrom. I kind of forgot who else they picked up, but what if JD Martinez signed with the Texas Rangers? How do you guys feel about that?
Here's the thing, and I've been talking about this a whole lot. I wouldn't mind it. I really wouldn't mind it, because here's the thing. It seems like JD Martinez, his days for the Red Sox are over, but I could be totally wrong about this. For Red Sox fans, we need a DH right now. We have Martinez, but he's a free agent. But I really don't see him signing back here. I see him signing back with one team and one team only. I think that's the New York Mets. I think
who?
The New York Mets.
Who? JD Martinez?
Yeah.
Don't be surprised if, I'm not going to lie to you, he could go to the Los Angeles Angels, too. They're in need of a DH. Obviously, Shohei could obviously play the outfield, too. But, I wouldn't be surprised.
We need a DH, too, because Vogie, Ruff, and Naquin aren't going to cut it.
No.
Another team to watch out for.
I wasn't even thinking.
Another team to watch out for to sign for him would be the Dodgers, because I think they're certified to get a DH, and having him as a DH wouldn't be a bad idea, because right now the Dodgers, they're not looking like their team like last year. Cody Bellinger just recently signed a deal with the Chicago Cubs.
Yep.
Their outfield's not looking too great. The only good outfielder is, AKA, our best outfielder that we've ever had, Mookie Betts. That's the only good outfielder that they have right now.
Yeah.
Cody Bellinger has gone elsewhere.
Who's their left
Turner just signed with the Phillies, and we don't know what's going to happen with Justin Turner, but.
Oh, they got Chris
Taylor.
Taylor.
Like the Dodgers right
Chris
now.
Taylor, too, yeah. He'll probably play third base if Turner leaves, though.
What's it called? Going back to the Rangers, an outfielder I could potentially... I don't know if it'll happen, but that could maybe fit him. Andrew Benintendi, maybe?
That is a good pickup for the Rangers. They're rumored to have interest. The Astros have interest in him, but I think he would fit perfect in Texas. Globe Life Field is a nice park. But especially with a left-handed swing that right field line, he would have a lot of doubles there.
Crush that ball.
Exactly. The Mets and both the Astros, they're both in need for good outfield. I don't know what they're going to do with Brendan Nimmo. I've been hearing that maybe that
he might be going to the Padres. No, not the Padres. What am I thinking?
The Blue Jays?
No, I hear Yankees.
Really?
I hear Yankees have interest in him, actually.
Can the Yankees not be good? Is that okay? They signed Aaron Judge.
The Yankees didn't make any big upgrades. I'm just saying, only Tommy Kahnle and the Red. By the way, I'm excited for this. Even though the Red Sox lost out on him, I'm not complaining because he has a 6.75 ERA against us, so I can't complain. But
yes,
the Yankees. Good for Aaron Judge to go home, going to stay and be the captain. But at the end of the day, I'm so surprised he turned down that contract from the Padres.
I couldn't believe it.
And the Marlins. Did you hear the Marlins had an offer?
I did not hear about the Marlins, but I just heard. Now I'm just hearing this. I didn't know the offer, but if he went to Miami, imagine.
He was in Tampa Monday night too. So I
Yeah, and also I want to pick up on that. And when I saw him against the Buccaneers versus the Saints, and one person on Twitter said he's coming to the Rays, confirmed. I was like, well, okay. I mean,
here's the thing. I would have been upset. I was like, yeah, I don't want to be not the end of the division, but now we got to face them for 9 more years. Like, come on now.
It's just.
I mean, here's the thing. I know half of us Red Sox fans wanted Aaron Judge in a Red Sox uniform, but I'm kind of I'm happy and I'm glad that we didn't get in on Aaron Judge because I feel like that he was either A, going to go to Stanford, or B, going to resign with the Yankees. And here's the thing. I'm going to say this. And I don't care what people say. He's going to be on the Yankees for 9 more years, and they're not going to still win a World Series.
No, they're not going to win a World Series. And I already said it on TikTok. And guess what? And they're still mad at me. And I'm just mad. Well, I'm not mad. Well, then he's not. When was the last time they won a World Series? When was the last time the Red Sox, the Yankees didn't own us? Probably 9 years, 13, 14 years.
Hey, Devin.
Yeah.
What's it called? I actually have another picture that. What's it called? What am I trying to say now? Oh, that I think he's not like talked about, but he's like a name that I really like, and he had a good year last year. I would take Ryan Yarbrough from the Rays on the Mets, but I know we just got Jose Quintana, but maybe another lefty. Ryan, if you watch his highlights, he's really good actually.
He's not a bad pitcher on the Rays. He's really good in my defense. I think that with your guys starting rotation with Verlander, with Scherzer just getting Quintana, I think you guys just probably need one more guy in that starting pitching rotation.
Senga. I want Senga.
I mean, who knows? Maybe you guys might get him, or Yarbrough would be a bad idea. But I mean, hey, I think the Mets right now they're good where they need to be. I think if you get a little bit more infield help, maybe in the outfield too.
I'm
not surprised I'm hearing Michael Conforto news before the Mets because I think that he'd be a good spot back to.
There was earlier, but then it died down.
Okay.
I'm hearing the Mets could sign Nemo and Senga, and then that would be over. So,
why not?
I'd be fine with it.
I mean, I'm happy right now that it's the winter meeting and news like this is breaking because This is why I love the NFL, off season better than the MLB, off season because the first week you're like, okay, maybe big names could come off the bat, Judge, Bogarts, what's his name, Kershaw, Verlander, whatever. No, nothing usually happens in the first 3 weeks, but now come December, you're going to hear a lot of deals. I'm hoping maybe to expect because I don't know about you guys today, but I was refreshing my phone 5 times today on Twitter.
Me too.
Me too.
Because I was hearing, Mr. Heyman, he was at it again, saying that the Red Sox are in talks with Xander Bogaerts. So I was like, all right, this tweet's coming out right now. Let's hear it. 7 years, $8-year deal with the Boston Red Sox. The Red Sox are in heavenly hard, aggressive talks with Xander Bogaerts.
Getting your hopes up for nothing, probably.
It's just they've been saying this for 8 hours straight, and I kept on refreshing, and then someone's like, oh, Xander Bogaerts, he might come to the Red Sox, and someone negotiated and said yes. Okay, so let's hear the news out. I swear, maybe by midnight tonight, or maybe sometime tomorrow morning, we're going to be hearing the news because I've been stressing out about this for everybody's off season.
What do you think, Rob? What do you think?
So today I was always refreshing my phone, and today was, I'm not gonna lie, when I seen Boston Red Sox in the highlights, I got excited. But obviously, I'm still excited for what we did. I mean, we got Kenley Jansen. We needed help in the bullpen. We got a closer. I am defending Kenley Jansen in my TikTok comments like I am his best friend. They're disrespecting him. I mean, he led the league in saves last year with 41. Red Sox needed a closer. Red Sox needed bullpen arms, and they went out and got one. And then I don't want to mess up his name. I think it's Masataka Yoshida. He just signed with the Red Sox, and people are Yankee fans again in my comments. I'm not trying to slander you Yankee fans, but you guys were saying, oh, he'd be a great fit in New York. But as soon as he signs with the Red Sox, it's like, oh, he's who the fuck is this guy? It's like, let's be honest here. You were talking about wanting him. He's a solid outfielder. He hits the ball pretty well, gets on base. People are comparing him to Luis Arias, which is good because the Red Sox need people who can get on base. And he's got some pop, too, and the Red Sox desperately needed some field help. Obviously, we saw putting Christian Arroyo out there, putting people who never played a day in their life in outfield. it's good to have an extra outfielder. But yes, Xander Bogaerts news is what I've been seeing all day. It's been mixed left and right. They're close. They're closing in. And when I saw that tweet when they said Chaim Bloom was smiling, I'm like, oh, I'm thinking Xander Bogaerts is extending. And then when I saw the Yoshida news, I was like, okay, that's still good. But where's Xander Bogaerts?
Exactly. Like if I wasn't doing it, I just still be refreshing it. Everyone's been updating, saying that he's coming here, he's going there. The Padres, the Cubs are interested in him. The Red Sox are. It's just like, just say the news that he's signing back. Because in all honesty, I just can't picture him anywhere else but Boston. I really just can't. I think it would just be ugly to see him in Cubs uniform. I think they want to maneuver him. If he signs a deal with the Padres to play first base, like Xander Bogaerts is certified to play shortstop. I just can't see him in a Padres uniform, a Cubs uniform, and God forbid if this happens, I would not set myself inside a Fenway Park again in a goddamn Yankee uniform.
What about Tigers?
Oh, please help me.
Tigers.
Tigers. I mean, who do they have? I mean, yeah, it's Mickey's last season, but it's just like, other than that, why would you want to sign with the Detroit Tigers unless have them for a future? So that's why, by hopefully tonight, late night, hopefully Manfred Heyman has one of those bomb tweets, or Jared Kevess has one of those huge tweets that says Xander Bogaerts signs with Boston. I'll be like, hey, finally. I'll be like, all right, next is Devers. I'll be waiting on that. But right now, for the 4 out of the 6 Red Sox fans in here, we need Xander Bogaerts here on Boston.
The thing that I see about Xander Bogaerts too is the one thing I want to add is we're saying changing positions. If he didn't want to change his position for Trevor Story, who was an amazing shortstop, by the way, when he was with the Colorado Rockies, what makes you think he's going to change his position to go to another team? Obviously, money talks. Obviously, we say that every time. But I think he wants to play shortstop, and obviously, there's the only place I could think that has holes at shortstop right now, Boston. San Diego doesn't have a hole until Tatis comes back.
I'll be right back.
But then obviously the Rangers. No, not the Rangers. Sorry, I can't even think. The Red Sox.
Yeah.
Hold on, I just had a thought. The Red Sox, the Cubs, the Braves, and the Twins. I meant the Twins. The Twins have a hole. I was just thinking Rangers because we were just talking Corey Seager.
Right.
So I've just thought about it. But yeah, those 4 teams have a hole at shortstop that they could be, because obviously all 4 of those shortstops are free agents. I mean, the Cubs have a hole at shortstop in general, but 3 of those teams I mentioned, they're all their shortstops are free agents. But there's no free agent that says I should be on my team than Xander Bogaerts. I can't picture him not wearing a Red Sox uniform. It's just
me neither.
Hard to picture.
Me neither. Here's the thing: we let go one good Red Sox player. Bloom traded away Mookie Betts to the Dodgers. For Verdugo, we got Wong and we got Jeter Downs. That was the first bad move for Chaim Bloom. I know that Mookie Betts didn't want to be here, but the difference between Mookie Betts and Xander Bogaerts is that Xander Bogaerts actually wants to be here, and he has a lot of friends, whatever, on the team. Alex Cora loves him dearly. And I just feel like that. I just have this crazy feeling that there's going to be a signing tomorrow or tonight saying that Xander Bogaerts will sign either 8, maybe 7 or a 9-year deal with the Boston Red Sox. Because Rob, like you said, I just can't imagine him on another team. I mean, he suits the Red Sox perfectly. I mean, if he walks, what are we going to do? Trevor Story at short and Kike Hernandez at second base? I mean, sure.
I mean, they're everybody's talking on Red Sox Twitter. If they don't get Bogaerts, they're gonna go all in on Carlos Correa, which I wouldn't be surprised. But if you get Xander, I think Xander Bogaerts is coming back. I think we're really, really, really close. I mean, Kike Hernandez is out here tweeting "What's the news on yonder Bogaerts?" I'm like, come on, let's be honest here. He's making jokes at John Heyman, obviously,
right,
which is hilarious. But I mean, let's be honest here. I mean, if he's tweeting that out, he's got to know something.
Right,
he's got to know something.
Exactly. So, he was the one that tweeted. He was the one that tweeted about Jansen coming back. Which is great. A former Dodger player coming to play with the Red Sox. I think that was a big deal coming in today. Because I was just thinking to myself, I think that Bloom needs to make these fire moves right now. If they start off with Jansen, love it. We needed a closer. We got a closer. Sure, he didn't have some great times with the Dodgers, but man. Some seasons he was off, and some seasons he was good. But man, I think that he's a great closer come for the Red Sox. I mean, I wish we offered him a little bit more years, but I like the 2-year deal because you're like, hey, let's dip our toes into the shallow end to see how well, Kenley Jansen can do as a closer for the Boston Red Sox. And I think he's going to do just fine. We have a setup in with, maybe Martin will come in and maybe we'll have Whitlock in for the 8th inning. And then we'll have, Kenley Jansen come in to close it. And, so far, Han Bloom right now with the 2 signings that he did today, I give him a solid maybe A-, B+ right now. He would get myself to an A if he just signed Xander Bogaerts, because I'm really hoping he signs a deal sometime today, tomorrow. The wait needs to be over. What?
If he doesn't sign with Boston, what would be your reaction?
I would literally cry. I'm not even gonna lie. He's been on the team since I was 12 years old. It's been 10 years, almost 10 years actually. Yeah. No, it's 4. Wait, hold on. No, I was actually 14 in 2013. But pretty much 13, 14, 12. You get the point. Same age. But no, I was like a kid when he was on the team. So it hurts to see your one of your favorite players go. Obviously, Dev mentioned my favorite player, Mookie Betts, obviously. So that one hurt me. I didn't cry, though, because it was like, damn, I saw it coming. But this will hurt. This will hurt me because he's been on the team ever since I was a child. I've seen him win 2 World Series with us. It's just, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt. And if he goes, I want him to go anywhere besides the Yankees. Like, I want to root for Xander wherever he goes. But I want to root for him in a Red Sox uniform. And I will always say that he should be the shortstop. He should be the captain of the Red Sox if he re-signs. But it's either Boston or I see Boston or Chicago. The Cubs.
Yeah,
that's the only two I can see.
Here's the thing. We talked about this earlier, saying that if the Red Sox move on from Xander Bogaerts, I think the only possible option is probably Carlos Correa. But I feel like if we do sign him, I think he's going to get mostly booed because of the way that he was like a true Red Sox killer every time that he played us. And he's going to be known as a cheater if he comes to the team. Another shortstop I wouldn't mind grabbing if we don't sign Xander Bogaerts would be Dansby Swanson, even though I can probably see him signing back with the Braves. But if the Braves haven't really, cut into him or offer him anything, I wouldn't mind it. It would be like a, little replacement for Xander Bogaerts. But I don't want to talk about that because I want to see my number 2, playing shortstop for the rest of his life. Because, man, if I don't see him, I said this so many times, if I don't see him or if I don't see Devers on the, Boston Red Sox, I will never step my face inside of Fenway Park because those two are the franchises of the Red Sox.
I can't say I won't step foot in Fenway Park because I'm a sucker for Red Sox games and free beer, but I will definitely be disappointed in the Red. I'd be very disappointed in the Red Sox if they don't sign him, if they don't get him, if they don't. It's just it's very tense moments here right now. I'm gonna say this right now. I've never been more jealous. This is the only time I'll be jealous to be a Yankee fan right now. They have their star player locked down, good to go, ready, and he's in pinstripes for life. That's something that the Red Sox should do with Xander Bogaerts, and it's a very it makes me upset that it's like, why are you doing this to the fans? Just the guy is worth the money, give him the money. There should be no questions asked. Same thing with Rafael Devers. There should be no questions asked. They proved to you multiple times that they deserve the money that they earn, especially Rafael Devers. The numbers he put up are ridiculous. Same thing with Xander. He improved defensively. He has power numbers. His power numbers were a little bit down this year, but he averages 30 homers, 40 doubles. He should get an extension too. But it's just really got to sit down and think, damn, we need this. And the Red Sox, they went out and they've been making improvements. Like you said, Chris Martin, Kenley Jansen, Yoshida. They were in on Mitch Haniger until the very end. They're outbidded for Zach Eflin. The Red Sox are showing that they want to pay players, and there's still players that they can get. They can still get Nate Eovaldi. They can still get a guy like Noah Syndergaard. They can still get a reliever like Yarborough. They can get people to add one more reliever to add on to that bullpen. Josh Taylor's still on the team. He can come back in the bullpen. The Red Sox have options now, and they definitely improved those 28th worst bullpen in Major League Baseball, and probably arguably made it a top. If you think about it, if they had one more arm, they could arguably have one of the best bullpens in baseball. And that's kind of crazy to think about. We went from one of the worst to one of the best in an off season, and obviously having an extra having Xander here as a leader in the clubhouse. It's just it would make perfect sense.
And
Exactly.
also,
They're like the Tom Brady of the Boston Red Sox.
I guess so.
I guess you could say that.
Yeah.
He's been clutch. He's been clutch in the playoffs. I mean, off of Garrett Cole pimping a hole in dead center field, doing what he got to do. I mean, he's been there for years. I mean, he's in the World Series 2013 making a big play. 2018 he had a couple double. He's been good. Xander Bogaerts has been that guy since day one.
I just asked because I don't know much about Boston sports. Because I don't like Boston sports because I'm a Dolphin and Tigers fan and stuff like that. The only reason why I rooted for the Boston Red Sox in the World Series was because of JD Martinez. I love JD Martinez.
Oh, we do too as Red Sox fans. You know, he first came in here, 2018, and he won, and not even first season won us a World Series. That was the last time that Mookie Betts ever stepped the field for the Boston Red Sox. I mean, JD Martinez has been a good bat for the Boston Red Sox. Don't get me wrong, and he's still a free agent that no one has touched yet. So I feel like that maybe he could have a strong feeling of coming back maybe on a 2, maybe 3-year deal if we can't sign any other DH or all outfielders out there. But I love JD. I was going to say that if he was still out there, like Jose Abreu wouldn't have been a bad option for the Boston Red Sox. Former Chicago White Sox, but now he's on the Houston Astros. I just don't. That option's off the table right now. But we just have so many options at first base, at DH. Maybe we could use Eric Hosmer as DH if we don't find another DH right now. But the Red Sox right now, we just need probably 1 or 2 more relief help. We could use some starting pitching right now because Eovaldi's still out there. We haven't heard much news about him. I've heard that he might go to the Cardinals, Giants. I think he's had the Red Sox and I think maybe the Orioles on his mind right now too. He's had 8 different contenders on his mind, and I thought he was going to sign a multi-year deal with the Red Sox because I love Nate Eovaldi. We could use him as a starting pitcher. Come playoff time, we could also use him as a great relief pitcher. But the Red Sox, they have a lot of options right now, and right now, is Chaim Bloom done making deals? No. If he gets his Xander Bogaerts deal done with, I think that he's going to add probably maybe 1, maybe 2 other bats, maybe a solid, utility man, and maybe another outfielder. Right now it's looking like Duran, that guy in the OT could be in right, and then we got Verdugo in left. But right now it's looking like, Chaim Bloom, you just got to let him cook right now. And I think that he has a lot of deals coming in mind. I think that with Xander Bogaerts, I think it's going back and forth about how much money and how many years that, they want to agree upon. Because I feel like that Xander Bogaerts, he wants a Francisco Lindor kind of contract, a 10-year, whatever $1 million deal it was. But I think that, coming in the next couple of hours, the Red Sox will get a deal done because the Red Sox, they want him back. They want him back for shortstop. It feels like this is their number 1 main utility, main guy that they want back on the Red Sox. If Chaim Bloom does get him back, I will give him an A+ for, trying so hard, trying to receive him here and right now. But I just have that good feeling coming from a Red Sox, and I think it'll happen very soon.
I've just been holding on it for so long. And Rob, I remember against Rafael Devers versus Garrett Cole, because Devers was Garrett Cole's daddy on that field.
Always.
And he's not going to have not 1, but 2 daddies on that field. I'm pretty that I can't even say the guy from the Red Sox just signed from the Red Sox. That's his nickname now. I can't even say his name. I just think that dude from Japan is gonna be a beast on the field.
Yoshida, I think he's gonna be great.
Yoshida, yeah, that guy.
He's gonna be leadoff for us too. I feel like he's gonna be a good leadoff hitter.
Imagine that he's gonna if he plays I don't want to say a Rafael Devers, not yet, because we already saw his highlights in Japan. I mean that game-winning home run against a random team that we don't even know about. It's gonna be so freaking amazing. Him, Trevor Story, Enrique Hernandez, Doogie, Devers, Bogey, if he comes back, if we get, I don't know what type of designated hitter, maybe maybe a Matt Carpenter, maybe I mean, I know Dev, you won't mind him. Rob, I don't know if you won't mind him as well. But either way, and we get Christian Vasquez back because I know he wants to come back to Boston as well.
Yes.
But something about Connor Wong, I don't want him.
You don't like him?
There's something about it's just he's so as a person, but not a player like Poecki. But just give Vasquez and then McGuire. Oh my God, the catchers would be amazing. And there's just something about and just like I want another like pitcher. I want Nathan Eovaldi back as usual. It's just something. It's just like Dev. You have that feeling that you just don't trust about. There's something about Bay I just don't trust. I like him. He's part of the Boston community. I would like him as in the bullpen, honestly, than having as a starter. As a starter, to be honest with you. But either way, like I like what Bloom is doing so far at the moment, signing the guy from the Reds, the guy who got signed,
Yoshi,
and also whatever his name is, man. I don't know how to say his name, but either way, but the Red Sox are gonna. I think they're gonna be absolutely amazing of what we're doing right now.
I agree. And I think the Red Sox, the thing about them, they have so many options. Like right now, here's what I think the lineup's going to be. Obviously, I had Mitch Haniger at DH, but I had to take him out, obviously, now. Like they got to find a DH. Nelson Cruz, JD Martinez, whoever they want to grab, they can grab. But right now, my projected lineup, you got Masataka, Yoshida, and leading off left field, right field, wherever you want to put them. Kike in center. Xander, I think, comes back playing shortstop. Trevor Story at second. Devers at third. Casas at first. Right now, due to the fact that we don't have a DH option right now, I have Hosmer slid in at DH, Verdugo and Wright, McGuire catching, and then the bench, Ref Snyder, Wong, Dahlbeck, Duran, Arroyo, and then worst case scenario, if we do get Christian Vasquez would be the starting catcher.
Right, exactly.
So I think it's still a solid roster. The lineup's never been the issue. It's always been the pitching for Boston, but I think this lineup still is very, very solid. If we get a DH fill in that hole, keep Xander Bogaerts, this lineup's obviously a top 3 out lineup each year, and we've seen them. They produce runs. Fenway Park is a hitter-friendly ballpark for right-handed hitters, especially with the Green Monster. They play pepper with that, get a lot of doubles in that short right field. I mean, this team is proved and like in 2021, that team was special. That team was very special. This is the same core group of guys. There's just a couple different changes, but they got a core group of guys who can help this team improve. And I really think that if they add a DH, and that they could keep Xander Bogaerts and add one more reliever. This Red Sox team, the thing about the AL East, it's a bloodbath. The Yankees are always good. The Rays always surprisingly with their Dollar Tree team somehow magically get second or third place each year. The Red Sox and the Blue Jays are obviously really good too. The Orioles are getting really good too. They're starting to get really good and young. So we're gonna see. I don't know, but it's a bloodbath. This is one of the hardest divisions to win in, and at the Boston Red, I mean, it's gonna be one of those things like we saw in 2021 that 4 teams finished almost above 100 wins. It's insane. This division is the hardest to win in, and the Boston Red Sox. I mean, if the Yankees win the division, that's nice and all, good for them. But how many World Series have they won since 2009? How many are they gonna win now? I don't know. We'll find out. I'm hoping 0.
Dude.
I mean, if they keep Brian Cashman and they're keeping freaking Aaron Boone, who doesn't do anything, it's like, what are they going to do? I mean, all I know is that I haven't seen them make any improvements on, like, their hitting besides Aaron Judge. I haven't really seen them make any improvements on their outfield. I haven't seen them make their bullpen. Yeah, Tommy Kahnle, that was about it. But he was already on the Yankees before. What does that do for them? They haven't improved their bullpen. They're starting pitching. Luis Severino's still a free agent for them. I mean, Yankee fans love to chirp in the comments about the Red Sox and what they're doing. At least they're improving the team. What have the Yankees done? They haven't really made I mean, adding Judge, obviously. I can't even talk about adding Bogaerts because that's like kind of being contradicting. But let's be honest here. The Red Sox are adding people to the lineup. The Yankees haven't really added anybody to their lineup. It's the same lineup.
No.
Which is a great lineup. I'm not trying to take that away from them. They have a great lineup. But they're still losing people. We added Rizzo. I think Rizzo is a great fit for the Yankees. But it's just like, we'll see how this goes. But the AL East is going to be a bloodbath every single year.
Hey, Frankie, I'm back.
Hi, everybody.
Sorry about that, guys.
And also, I want to keep up with what Rob's saying.
What's the YouTube, Frankie, again? One of my friends wants to watch.
Not stand freaking that Garrett Bum overrated pitcher Cole. I can't even stand the guy.
All Talk Podcast?
All Sports Talk Podcast.
All Sports. Sorry, guys.
No, you're good. Just give me a
All
second.
Sports Talk podcast.
Go ahead, Harrison.
Oh yeah, so like what Rob is saying, because I agree with you, Rob. The freaking Yankees didn't do jack shit besides signing Aaron Judge for freaking 9 years.
Whoop-de-doo.
Whoop-de-doo. And yes, and guess what? 27 Mickey Mouse rings? Forget about it.
That's all they can
Who really cares? Like, who really cares?
And listen,
that's all they can argue about.
What did the Yankees done besides Aaron Judge?
Besides Aaron Judge?
Signed Anthony Rizzo back.
Wait, did they?
Oh, wow, the Italian Stallion. Man sucks anyway.
Right.
His reaction was so funny.
And listen, and also, I know I talked about Matt Carpenter, Rob, and also, would you ever want Matt Carpenter, the white Mr. Potato Head?
I mean, I wouldn't be if he does anything like he did for the New York Yankees this season. Obviously, in the regular season, let's not talk about the postseason. He was trash in the postseason. Same thing with Judge, but besides the point, if he's like the regular season, Matt Carpenter had like what? How many home runs did he hit? He had like what, 20? I think.
Yeah,
he
wasn't bad, or wasn't.
And I'm not
terrible.
gonna lie, the Red Sox were in on Matt Carpenter before he went to the Yankees last year, so I wouldn't be surprised. But I mean, I don't know. I think he'd be pretty solid. I really think JD might come back on a team-friendly deal. I mean, even though the power numbers were down, he still hit over 40-plus doubles, which is actually insane. I mean, I think the power numbers are still there for JD. I feel like he could still get it. But I mean, the Red Sox, I don't know if his days are done in Boston. I think they are.
The Red Sox are back.
Let me not say what I want to say about JD, because last time I was on TikTok, I called him an old dinosaur. Being nice, I'm joking around, but he is getting up there in age. And I mean, he'll be a perfect fit for the Mets. I think he'll be a perfect fit wherever you need a DH. But I think Matt Carpenter would be very fun to watch. I still think that Michael Brantley would be a solid option for the Red Sox to get. Especially, I mean, he's getting old too. He's another guy who you can call a dinosaur, but he's still like a good hitter too. But I mean, you could slot him in the outfield even if you need to give someone some rest. I mean, yeah, put him in a corner for all I care. Michael Brantley's a really talented player too, so I wouldn't be surprised if they make moves for him too.
Oh no, I would love that. You know, if you bring him, maybe Andrew Benintendi back. Another guy I'm surprised they haven't brought back yet is Tommy Pham. He actually didn't do a bad job for the Boston Red Sox. You know,
Ooh.
That was one of the most surprising, MLB trade deadline,
that's a shock.
signings for the Boston Red Sox. Someone's like, oh, who's this Tommy Pham guy? I never really heard of him much, other than him playing for the Reds. But thank God, he picked him up because he did not a bad job. He got that walk-off win against the Yankees. He had some nice diving plays. He threw some guys out, and he's a free agent. So I think that he's going to fit the Red Sox well.
You guys should bring in Michael Conforto.
I wouldn't mind Michael Conforto. I mean, but it's just like, I think the outfield is kind of set right now. I think with the Red Sox, I mean, now it's set with Yoshida. I think Yoshida.
Wait, he's an outfielder? Yoshida?
He's an outfielder, so he's
my God,
a corner for Boston.
Oh my God.
It's going to be nasty.
Verdugo's still coming up. I mean, he had an amazing second half of the season. I think he's still a guy. I mean, yeah, we traded Mookie Betts for him. He's not no Mookie Betts, but he's a solid outfielder. He's loved by the fans. No one can hate on Doogie. And then Kike, obviously, when he's healthy, I mean, imagine playoff Kike playing like that throughout the year. He's a guy who can play anywhere too. He's so good.
Kike
Hernandez is very good defensively in center field.
He's a baller.
He's the first time I've seen a good outfielder in center field for the Red Sox since Jackie Bradley Jr. And speaking of JBJ, obviously he's a free agent too, but I don't think the Red Sox are around no more.
Do you think you guys could have a reunion or no?
No, I think that's done. They cut him. He's done. I love JBJ. That's my boy. It's funny. I always mention him, and he always replies to me. So he's a really good person. Baseball player at the plate, no. Defensively, he's still amazing, but I mean, I don't think he comes back to Boston.
Why did we trade Hunter Renfroe? Why did we trade Hunter Renfroe? I think
Hunter Renfroe, it has to be something about him in the clubhouse, because this is the fourth time he's gotten traded in like 3 off seasons. There's got to be something. He's got to be a clubhouse issue.
He got traded.
I think there's something.
Yeah,
I mean, you get traded from the Angels. He went from the Padres to the Rays to the Red Sox. Well, he signed as a free agent with the Red Sox, I think. Then traded from the Red Sox to the Brewers, from the Brewers to the Angels. That's like
he's now with the Angels, Rob.
Yeah, him and Mike Trout. He got
Jesus Christ.
There's 2 Mike
Trout. Why can he not stay? That dude was a rifle.
I guess the Brewers didn't really see a lot of potential in him. And, they were just like, hey, might as well trade you to some team that has no adjust to being good anymore. I mean, here's the thing.
It's crazy.
Don't get me wrong. I love Mike Trout. I feel like he needs to be traded for the Angels. I think that he deserves a whole lot better.
There, God, you gotta love family knocking on your door, guys.
I mean,
it's crazy to see how good Hunter Renfroe has been in the past 2 years. I mean, for Boston, he had 259, 31 homers, and then last year he had 255 with 29 bombs for the Brewers. I think it's just like their teams are playing it smart if they know he's not like a clubhouse guy. If they're trading him at his highest peak because they know teams need outfielders, teams need a solid bat. So I think it's smart. You trade him while you can. But it's like, damn, this guy gets passed around the league more than a blunt. It seems like he goes everywhere. It's like
right.
It's kind of not, I wouldn't say it's funny to see, but I like Hunter Renfroe. I've always liked him. I think he's a good player. He has a great arm, but I don't know. It's just weird to see that he's always getting traded. It's got to be something with him. I don't know. I don't think it's the team. I think it's something with him in the clubhouse, but I don't know.
He's getting thrown around like a fucking slut.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's pretty bad, but come on. I felt like if he would have stayed in Boston, it'll be like a different story, and we'll still have a good outfielder either way, and just fix the bullpen either way. But either way, the bullpens could be outstanding. I can't even say the dude's name again. I keep on forgetting the name.
Masataka Yoshida.
I'm gonna call him like a Taki or some
shit. Yoshida. I'm gonna call him Masa Yoshida.
Call him Taki, man. Call him Taki.
No,
I'm gonna Taki, man. Yeah.
Here's the thing. His new nickname in Boston, I've been seeing this all around Twitter, is gonna be Yoshi.
Yoshi? I like that.
Oh,
Yoshi.
dude, they're bringing
Yoshi.
They're bringing Yoshi back.
I like that.
Yeah.
But listen, what Rob's saying is the goat from Boston. I mean, he's always speaking 100% facts, and he's always not a cap. What can I say about the man?
Wait, so what subject are we on? Red Sox?
Yeah, we're on the Red Sox. Yeah,
okay.
But just get Bogey. I'm just gonna say this right now as a Red Sox fan. Get Bogey. I won't mind signing JD Martinez or maybe like a Matt Carpenter. If not, we could put Eric Hosmer as the DH or maybe like a Christian Arroyo. Because if you think about it, because if you think about JD Martinez, I think he got like food poisoning or some shit when we were playing.
Wait, he got food poison?
I think he got food poisoning against the Seattle Mariners.
Yeah. Oh wow.
I didn't know that. So I kind of forgot. And then Christian Arroyo, right off the bat, bang, a solo home run, and just like, listen, I love Christian Arroyo. The man is such the hype man. He's like the hype man of the freaking clubhouse. He's such a hype man.
That man literally said, "Let me go. I will go play right field to get Trevor Story in a Red Sox uniform." That's my respect for Christian Arroyo has always been high, but that sent it through the roof. I mean. I've always liked him. I think he's a solid bench guy. I think he should. He's so good that he could be a starter on any other team. But it's just like the Red Sox are the Red Sox. I mean, there's options where you at this point, if you don't sign a DH, to put Rafi at DH and put Arroyo at third. There's that too. But obviously, you got to see where. Obviously,
does Rafael stay?
I think Rafi stays if Bogart stays. If Bogart stays, Rafi
stays. I
forgot. That's the domino. If Bogarts leaves, I think Devers leaves. But if Bogart stays, which it looks like it's likely, but we don't know until the final horn is sounded. But
don't get your high hopes up. Don't get your high hopes up when Heyman tweets or whatever. Heyman tweets.
For the best. Yeah, I know. Arson Judge, Giants legend.
And also,
I thought he was on the Giants.
And also, Robin, and also one thing, the way when he was on the mic on ESPN, it was so freaking hilarious.
He was either tired or sauced, one or the other.
It's funny either way, and also on Fox because we already saw with Bobby D, even though he might get traded or he might be going back to the minors.
Wait, Bobby Dahlbeck?
Bobby D.
No, Bobby Dahlbeck. He's gonna get traded.
Yeah, to the Rays. Swing and miss Bobby D. Swing and miss Bobby D. That's what I call him.
He's good. I don't know why you would.
I mean, I wouldn't mind. Because here's the thing. I love Bobby Dahlbeck. You could platoon him at first, third, sometimes DH, but he's got to go. I'm sorry. I mean, I love him as a player, but last year he really didn't show up as he did, his first couple games, 2 years ago. So I wouldn't be as upset losing him. I think it's great to move on from him. I think that, he's going to be a better starter somewhere else, maybe not in our division, Maybe trade him to somewhere like, I don't know, the Rangers wouldn't be a bad idea. So they can have a solid first baseman for, years to come. So I wouldn't be surprised if Bobby D goes to the Texas Rangers.
Yeah, I mean, who else needs a first baseman either way? I mean, I don't know who
the Mets do.
The Mets.
I'm joking.
Good. Take him. Take
no,
Bobby
we
D.
need
take Bobby Dahlbeck. I mean, let's be honest here. If it ain't July, Bobby D, if Bobby D in July is the greatest hitter of all time. We've seen it every July. This man comes around and hits 30+ homers. I feel.
Oh yeah.
No,
we got Mr.
Bobby
Peter
D,
Alonso.
There's so many spots that I can feel he could go. Like the Pirates, we can trade him for Richard Rodriguez. I think would be a good reliever. The Red Sox can get do a package deal there.
Yep.
Including and maybe even if I'm not trying to do this. Throw in some prospects, throw in a couple guys, maybe go after a Brian Reynolds.
Yep. I knew you were going to bring his name. Yep.
I would hate to part. I'm not gonna lie. I would hate to part ways with Alex Verdugo. But if you toss in Alex Verdugo in a trade to the Pirates, you get a Brian Reynolds. I would rather Brian.
Who's
Reynolds
better, Verdugo or Reynolds?
Brian Reynolds, easily. He's an all-star outfielder. I love Verdugo.
Not even close.
Personality-wise, Alex Verdugo. But if we're talking about player, I mean. Defensively, Verdugo's better, but if we're talking offensively, Brian Reynolds is insanely good. He would slot perfect in a corner spot. Put him in center even. You can move Kike to second base if you push Story at short if you lose Bogart. I'm thinking if we lose Bogart. But Brian Reynolds would be a perfect fit. I think that Yoshida signing here, I think that eliminates Brian Reynolds to Boston, possibly. But
yeah.
I mean, if you trade Verdugo, as much
Reynolds?
as I love Verdugo, if you trade him, then you got an outfield of Yoshida, Verdugo, Kike. And not Verdugo, Yoshida, Reynolds, Kike. That's
that would be scary.
Reynolds,
that would be scary.
I gotta read Brian Reynolds' stats real quick because I know he had a good year, okay year last year, but I think in 2021 was the year that he was like insanely good. I mean, he's solid. Let's see. No, he was so good. Actually, I lied.
He had an all-star year, I think,
27 homers last year.
Damn.
With the Pirates, 24 home runs and a 302 av. Yeah, he's hitting above 20 home runs a year. Verdugo does not provide that power in that lineup.
He does
get on base, but look at him. He's hitting for average and he's hitting for power, and he got pretty decent speed. I mean, he steals bases too. I mean, I think he had 7 stolen bases last year, which is 7 steals is nothing. But you don't. That's the thing about this baseball nowadays. It's more about power numbers. You don't see the stolen base incorporated in the game anymore, which is sad.
You don't.
Besides, unless you're Trey Turner or Billy Hamilton,
oh my God, Trey
Turner.
See
the stolen base. And
Please,
Trey Turner,
I don't want to get that kind of nightmare.
11 years.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Now that you brought him up with Trey Turner, what are your guys' thoughts on the Trey Turner signing to Philly?
I kind of think it.
Like it.
Ugh.
I love it. I love Trey Turner in Philly.
Was it an overpay?
First of all, I don't think it was an overpay. I think it was an underpay. I mean, the Padres offered him $342 million, and I'm not gonna lie, the Padres being in on a shortstop, does that really can make you think that Fernando Tatis Jr. might be traded or gone out?
Is he going to be on the market now?
Because they're stocking up on shortstops. They got 3 shortstops on that team. But no, I think the Trey Turner. They have Kim. They have Machado who can play shortstop. But he's
Machado he can play short. Oh, that's right.
He came up as a shortstop, so it's kind of interesting. And you also have Tatis, but I think Trey Turner to Philly was a perfect fit. I knew they wanted him since the beginning of the offseason. I said Phillies. I think he's a perfect fit. Him and Bryce Harper reunited. Obviously,
that's gonna be nasty.
That adds a lot of things. They had a hole at shortstop. That team was
that Phillies lineup's gonna be nasty.
Even though
they got
were
Taijuan Walker.
80 wins, they were Taijuan Walker too. That's who I was thinking about earlier when I was thinking Rangers. I don't know why.
Bro, I'm sad. I'm sad that Taijuan Walker went to the Phillies.
I think the Phillies are something.
They don't make it to the World Series again, or at least win it.
They signed Matt Strahm, former Red Sox Matt Strahm. Brought him in. They brought
your mic's messed up.
They're bringing in so many people, and it's crazy. It's just like they're making big moves. The Phillies are. Dave Dombrowski is not afraid to spend money right now, and it's kind of like
it's showing.
Showing that like the Phillies are not to play around with. They spend. He went in, brought in Kyle Schwarber, who I thought that's why I hate that the Red Sox didn't re-sign Schwarber because he would have been the DH for the Red Sox when JD left. Probably would have.
Oh my God.
That's why JD opted in last year. Once JD opted in, I know Schwarber's gone. Right. But he had 41 bombs last year. He was a dog. He was so good for the Phillies. And especially in the playoffs too, he had like a down stretch at the beginning. But Bryce Harper, even off of like a torn UCL, he was growing.
He's going to be out until
John surgery.
May.
He's going to be out until May. So
yeah.
I think the Philly, still have Brandon Marsh. They still have good outfielders, so I think they'll be okay. But it's really, I think the Phillies might be a repeat team in the National League. I think the Phillies or the Padres or Dodgers.
They're definitely a threat to the.
I think the Phillies
Braves.
and Dodgers NLCS in 2020. I mean, I can't. I mean, the Dodgers.
I gotta go Mets and Dodgers.
I'm surprised the Dodgers haven't made any big splashes, but I mean, they still don't know. They lost. I mean, now they have a hole at shortstop. I mean, do you put Gavin Lux at short? I mean, where we gonna see where things?
They might actually. The Dodgers might pick somebody up.
I think they said they're
Correa,
out of Correa.
Maybe.
I don't.
No, they're not. They're not.
I've been reading some news on that. They're not going after Carlos Correa.
Because of the fans.
Yeah.
If I'm the front office, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna say this right now. If I'm the front office, I'll be like, I love the fans, but fuck the fans' opinion. If I could get a superstar shortstop to play, they're gonna forget about it, especially when he's part of the team.
So who's available for shortstop? Xander,
Dansby, Swanson, Xander, Correa.
Okay.
Yeah, those are like the 3 top free agents.
Who has the best chances of going to the Dodgers, Correa or Dansby?
Dansby, it seems like right now.
Probably. I mean, Correa's not going. I mean, I don't want to say this. I mean, I haven't seen anything about the Dodgers getting Bogart, so that's really good to see. That makes me happy.
Yes, thank God.
That's a sigh of relief. But I mean, I think Dansby would be a good Dodger. I mean,
yeah,
he'd be solid.
I mean, so many teams are looking at shortstop right now. It seems like Diamondbacks are looking at shortstop. The Cubs, Red Sox, our number one priority is to bring back the I think I can see that happening. Correa to the Cubs will happen. I feel like Dansby, I think he signs back with the Braves. I think 2 out of the 3 shortstops sign back with their team.
What's Javier Baez doing right now? Is he a free agent?
He's on your Detroit Tigers.
He's on the Tigers right now.
He's on the Tigers.
And also, I want to say, so Rob, so you really want Brian Reynolds over Alex Verdugo, right?
I love Verdugo. Listen, if he ever sees any of these videos on the internet, I love you, Doogie. Just want to make that clear. I don't hate you, but Brian Reynolds is an all-star. You can't pass that up. Power numbers. He's fast too. I mean, I would love Brian Reynolds. I think Brian Reynolds.
And also, let me say something to you, Rob. So listen, face to face, Red Sox fan to Red Sox fan. Would you ever want them to use him as a backup, just in case if like Doogie gets hurt, or maybe like if Kike gets hurt, or maybe Yoshi gets hurt?
No, he's a starter. Brian Reynolds is a starting outfielder.
So you want Doogie as a backup, or do you want to put Doogie as a DH?
I put Doogie. If whatever we can get for Doogie, I'm not gonna lie. I just saw something run by my feet. I don't know what the fuck that was.
I thought that was Garrett Cole for a second. That scared me.
Got distracted. Hold on. If I got a little off topic, I think Verdugo. If whatever we can get for him, if we can get like a pitcher or something for him, I wouldn't mind trading him. Depending on what we can get for Alex Verdugo, I wouldn't mind them trading like him in a package deal, going to Miami or something, getting like a pitcher like Pablo Lopez would be fun to see.
Ooh, I heard Alcantara's been talked about.
Alcantara, I don't think they would trade him coming off of his Cy Young. I don't think they would.
They could if they get the right offer.
You would have to give up a lot to get a Sandy Alcantara.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, you think so?
I think you would have to give up a lot to get him.
Let me see. I'm going to look this up quick.
He's 26. He's in his prime.
Another player that I wouldn't be surprised if is traded by the deadline and this year is Shohei Ohtani.
Ooh.
He needs to come to Boston.
He's entering free agency. I think he could come to Boston in a trade.
The richest owner in baseball. You know who that is, right?
Yes, sir. It's Mr. Cohen.
Yes.
All right, so
I'm curious to see. Yeah. I'm curious to see if he would go after a guy like Shohei, because what's his name? Epler was the one who recruited him.
That is true. That would be interesting to see where he goes. I think Shohei. I think he definitely wants out of
after
LA. I think. I hate to say this. I could see the New York Yankees trying to get him next year. I really would.
No. They don't have.
He wants to play in a big team.
They don't have the money.
There was rumors saying he wanted to play on a big name team. The only thing big name team I can think is the Red Sox, Mets, Dodgers, or Yankees. And I mean, if you think about it, it's just it's I don't know. I think the Yankees would be very interested to see him play.
They just signed Judge. That's gonna hurt him.
George Steinbrenner don't care about that.
I feel like what's his name? I feel like Shohei has a better chance of going to the Red Sox or the Mets than the Yankees.
I love Shohei. He'd be a good position player.
Boy, he would boost that Red Sox lineup up. Ooh.
Oh, just him as in the starting rotation with Sale, freaking my boy.
Wait, is Sale still even on the team?
Yeah, still on the team. He's even though he's injury prone. Do
you still trust or not trust? Do you still?
I want to listen. Yeah, I want to trust him. I really do. But like what Dev and Robert are saying, this dude's injury prone. He's injury prone. Like, what do you want the man to do? Like, there's no answers to problem. The man already got hurt in the second game when he come back, and a broken freaking pinky was out for the rest of the freaking season.
Hey, Dev.
What's up?
What's it called? I actually have to head out soon.
Okay.
I have to head out by 10.
All right, that sounds good. But another player that I'm surprised that he signed out arbitration was James Paxton.
Who?
James Paxton.
On?
Red Sox.
Red Sox right now.
Damn.
I mean,
that guy pisses me off as well.
Yeah, same here. Like, I did not see this coming that he would sign arbitration. I mean, we don't know how he is. Yes, we don't know how he is as a starter. You know, he hasn't set down to the Red Sox yet. So
he's getting up there in age too.
Yeah, I mean, we got him from the Yankees. You know, in
he was on the Mariners.
Yep. And another starting pitcher I wouldn't mind signing back is Michael Walker. He was basically our ace last season, and I'm not surprised. And I'm surprised that no one has picked him up.
Actually,
Red Sox, Cardinals.
Actually, speaking of Red Sox pitching, what's it called? Oh, I gotta say, because he played for the Mets. Congratulations to Rick Porcello on retiring.
Oh,
yeah,
on retiring as a Red Sox. I mean,
he did.
Just from him playing on the Mets, I just wanted to give him a little congratulations because he had his ups and downs when he was on the Mets, but other than that, when he was in his prime, he was really good.
Exactly. I mean, man, great pitcher for the Red Sox. He won a World Series with us. You know,
didn't he play for the Yankees? Didn't he play for the Yankees too? Or no?
I don't think so.
No, he played for
I don't remember.
He played for the Tigers, the Mets, and the Red Sox.
Okay. I just wanted to make that. I didn't know.
And also, Frankie, so what's your thoughts on Trevor's story?
Oh, yeah.
I want to hear it to Boston Rob right now. Tell it to Rob.
I actually got to head out, boys, for the night. So.
All right, love you, Austin.
All right, man. Have a good one.
I'll see you next Wednesday, okay?
Have a good one.
All right, buddy. I think our boy's joining.
I need to hear someone's opinion on Mr. Story.
Come on,
Frankie. Tell it to Boston Rob.
I need to hear this.
Tell it to Boston Rob.
Are you not a Trevor Story truther? Or
yeah, I don't like Story. I'm gonna say it right out front. I just don't like him. Pay him all that money he has.
I feel upset he'll be traded.
Yeah, come on, Frank. Listen, me and Deb were on the Story train with you, Rob. We're on the choo-choo train, and just and just Frankie's just nah. He's just giving up.
I don't believe him.
I feel with Trevor Story, people are always going to say about Colorado players when they come to different teams, they're going to call them the Coors Merchant. They're going to say the Coors Effect. I think Trevor Story, he was hurt. He had an arm injury. That shoulder injury's been lingering, but he fouled the ball off his hand. He had a shoulder injury. He got food poisoning, got sick. All this stuff happened in Story. By the way, as well, he didn't really have much time to prepare because obviously the lockout, so they just got thrown in there. They didn't even get to spring training. Like, he signed pretty late even after the lockout, so he didn't really get time to prepare. But I think this year, coming into next year, I think a healthy Trevor Story is someone that you really got to look out for the Red Sox, because not only are you getting, if you don't get Xander Bogaerts back, that's your shortstop. You got to look at it this way. This is our shortstop. At the moment, he's our shortstop. But if we get Bogaerts back, I mean, this is the thing that you got to look at this year. Trevor Story had a really good defensive year, and I think he could arguably win a Gold Glove this year playing full-time. As long as he's healthy, playing full-time, I feel like he could be a guy that could hit 20-plus homers, 30 even.
Right.
And this is where it gets interesting because they're banning the shift this year for the MLB. So if the Red Sox, this is what I said, I heard Will Millbrook say this, the Red Sox, if they had two shortstops, you can't go wrong with having two shortstops in your infield. I think this is the perfect time to have two shortstops in the infield, and the Red Sox are one of the teams that had two shortstops in the infield.
Right.
That's right.
And I mean, a guy with range is perfect. Trevor Story, I think, fills the hole that we needed for Dustin Pedroia for a long, long time. A second baseman that can play good defensively. I still have hope. I bought a Trevor Story shirt. That's how you know I love Trevor Story.
I have one too. I bought one last year.
I finally got one. It's funny, I bought my dad. I got like one of those DH Gate jerseys, and they're actually pretty nice. You can't tell the difference, obviously, but I put the name on the back. But got him a Story one. So he's a Trevor Story truther too. So I'm big on him.
Here's the thing. Another option, if we do lose out on Xander, we don't sign Dansby Swanson or Carlos Correa. Another second baseman that is probably the only good one that we know out there, Gene Segura.
Mm-hmm.
How do you guys feel about if Gene Segura played in Boston for a replacement for having Trevor Story at short and then having Gene Segura at second base?
I wouldn't be opposed to having him at second base, worst case scenario, but I don't know what I would do with Gene Segura. I think he's okay. I think he's a good defender, so hopefully he would stay. I wouldn't mind having him come or stay. I don't even know what I'm saying. It's so late at night. I worked a long day. I wouldn't mind him coming to Boston if that was like the worst case scenario. Oh, whoa, hold on. Hold on. Someone verified account that is linked with the Red Sox. Xander Bogaerts will get a 6-year, $174 million deal with the Red Sox. 7-8 total value. This is not a real source. I don't know if this is a real source, but he is followed. I don't know if it's. I don't know. He's followed by Zach Boychuk follows him. So I don't know. If this is real.
Oh my God! Fuck you, Rob.
Mike Spear. It's Mike Spear. But here it says it's verified because it's a notable in government and news. This is like a legit source. This is not like a Twitter blue like myself. I hate to be that guy. Yeah. But this is a notable source.
Oh my God.
Mike Spear does sound like a familiar name in news, but if this is real, Red Sox 6 years, $174 million, options for 7 and 8 could be ringing up to $230 million. I'm waiting on.
Push it up to 7 and 8.
I'm waiting on.
Wait. Let's look at the Instagram because that might be fake.
No.
How many followers does he have?
He has on Twitter right now. He has about. Hold on. I had a cough. 6,000, but.
Okay.
But he
Jordan, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's up, Dev?
Father, sports fanatic, former agency executive with Wells Fargo. Verified before $8, Sam. So he's I don't know.
Listen, if it's true, it's on Instagram because
everybody makes that fake account these days.
Don't believe everything you read on the internet.
I clicked the check and it said it's verified because he's a notable person. So I think I don't know. The name does have. I've heard the name Mike Spear before. So
I mean, here's the thing: if John Heyman retweets that, or if you hear something from Jared Kevin, I totally agree.
No shot. This is real though. How much would they be paying him? Hold on. 100.
But what about Devers though? Anything on Devers?
I mean, Devers. We can wait for
That's good. They would be paying him $29 million a year if this is true.
I mean, an option for a 7 and an 8 would be nice.
So,
God, no.
So who's still available? Because the White Sox are about to pick up powerhouse Joey Gallo. Yeah. Yeah. What? I'm so sad.
Wait, what? Who got what? Wait, who got Joey Gallo?
The White Sox. I think we're about to sign for a 1-year, $10 million deal.
You guys got him for what? Wow. Holy hell.
Yeah, that's probably the most active we're going to be at the off season this season.
Did that just happen now?
There's been rumors going about for about the last 2 hours. I think it's about to be confirmed.
Oh my God. This Xander Bogaerts news and now this, holy hell.
Boston's been active. I saw your post, Dev. You got Kenley Jansen. That's a nice move. And then you picked up someone out of the bullpen?
No, we got an outfielder. We're going to nickname him Yoshi from. He's a Japanese player. He's one of the best outfielders.
Do you know anything about him?
Basically, other than he was the best Japanese outfielder, that's all I know. Oh no.
I'm praying right now. I'm hoping.
I'm looking at Instagram right now. Fuck Twitter, dude.
Pull up Google and look up Bogaerts rumors, and then you'll see a confirmed Like there's a few.
The name
sources.
sounds so familiar, though. I've heard this name. I've heard this name before.
Oh my God! Are there anyone
I
like?
heard him on the radio. They said Mike Spear. Always interviewing him. So
Man.
I'm more than 100% sure you guys talked about this, but what are your thoughts on Aaron Judge going back to the Yankees?
Fuck him. He's
not
a
surprised.
stupid prick.
Not surprised. I'll tell you that much. Not surprised about him going back to the Yankees.
Did you hear the Padres were going to offer him 10 years, $400 million?
I couldn't believe that. I just could not believe that.
Well, I guess he goes where the money goes, and it's a short porch, and that's where he's comfortable with. I thought for sure he was going to the Giants.
Dude, we said this all a couple weeks ago. Me, you, Harrison were saying, hey, he's going to the Giants. None of us speculated him going back to New York because, with him being booed and whatnot, during the playoffs, I was like, yeah, no, this player is not good sign.
Let me ask you guys something, too. Do you know a team that's lost a lot of players in the offseason? The Los Angeles Dodgers.
They have.
Yeah.
They've lost a lot of players.
Dude, this thing's... No, oh my God. Now me and Rob were on, TikTok Live the other day. Now we were, on Twitter nonstop and just, please just be Devers sign. Please be Bogey sign.
Dude, I've been waiting for this signing for, hours. Ever since the Judge signing today, I'm like, okay, now that Aaron Judge signed.
I was hearing Bogarts to the Cubs. I heard that rumor.
Oh.
I didn't know anything about the Red Sox. Speaking of the Cubs, did you guys talk about Wilson Contreras?
No, we didn't even.
Him going to the. I was about to mention that too. Going to the Cardinals, I think he's a perfect replacement for Yadier Molina.
What a kick in the what for the Cubs.
Oh yeah.
You didn't do anything to trade this man. You could have gotten prospects for this man, and now you have to face him 19 times a season.
That's ridiculous. They could have gotten mad. They could have gotten so many people. They could have went with the Astros. That's why Vasquez went to Houston, because Houston wanted Contreras. They didn't want to give him up. But
I almost believed in the Cubs again. I'm like, okay, well, they got a pretty solid.
I'm really happy though that the Red Sox went out and traded Vasquez to the Astros. He's interested in coming back, which is great. But getting a guy like Emmanuel Valdez, who's a stud. I've seen him play in person when he was with the Woo Sox, and he's insanely good. I think he's major league ready by next year. He's gonna be fun to watch. And it's just now they got another pitching prospect, the Red Sox.
How's your farm system?
It's getting better, thanks to Chaim Bloom, who gets so much disrespect. But after today, if he signs Bogarts, I don't want to hear nothing. I mean, Trevor Story, he signed. People are saying he don't spend money. Now it's people are saying they don't spend money on their homegrown talent. What if we sign Xander? Then you can't say nothing. But they got Kenley Jansen. He's solid for the bullpen. But I like the farm system right now. Marcelo Meyer, he's going to be great. I think he's going to be wherever you put him. I mean, you could slot Devers at DH, move Bogarts at third, put him at second base or shortstop. I mean, there's him. Blaze Jordan's really good. I think he's just very good. Alex Benelis, the guy that they got for the JBJ trade, I think he's really good. That they got from the Brewers. They got Brian Bayo. He's not really a prospect anymore, but technically he is listed as a prospect. He's amazing. He's going to be great for the Red Sox this year. There's so many young guys that I think Boston can really have something cooking with this, and especially young talent. They're so good. I mean, we got Marcelo Meyer at 5th in the draft, and he was projected to go number 1. So the Red Sox really lucked out there.
You know what's funny? Dev, you were talking about if you guys would lost Bogarts and Devers, you're on your way to rebuilding, and now you got the Japanese superstar, and now you got Kenley Jansen. And
here's the thing. I like it because here's the thing. Kenley Jansen and Bogarts were in the World Classic for baseball in, I think, the year 2017.
Yeah, they were teammates.
17, they were teammates. So I think Bogarts and them said, hey, first sign some guys first and then sign me. Don't sign me first. Get all Red Sox fans excited and hopeful for the season, and then like they say, there's time to charm. If this tweet either comes out now or if that tweet that Rob just told us is true, he's back.
You guys are going to be nice. You guys needed that bullpen situation figured out, so that's a heck of a start.
I mean, hey, with Chris Martin and getting Kenley Jansen, I'd say that's a certified bullpen right there.
Sure is. Got to have a bullpen to be a contender.
Exactly.
Oh my god. I just been scrolling on Twitter. I can't remember what was the dude's name, Rob?
Mike Spear.
Mike Spear.
Okay. So okay, I forgot what I was about to say because you fucking Spear. Spear.
He's more of a John Heyman guy.
Oh shit.
Is he?
No, I don't know.
Is he? Oh, I was about to say, damn.
No, John Heyman. Did you talk about that, Dev?
Oh,
We
John
did.
Heyman.
You
We
did talk
did.
about it. Oh my god. Literally, right as I was on break from work yesterday, I saw Aaron Judge, like a Facebook page I follow. It's called Baseball, and they're pretty ahead of schedule with everything. And it said Aaron Judge in a Giants uniform. I'm like, oh, they did pull off the trade. I'm sorry, not the trade. They did pull off the move. And I was searching for 5 minutes for Aaron Judge, and I didn't see anything. I'm like, oh, I guess it didn't happen, and then it got deleted. So,
I mean, remember, not Aaron Judge, Arson Judge, as compared to John Heyman. Arson Judge signed with the Giant. Is going to the Giants. We're still waiting on Arson though. Aaron Judge is now a Yankee, but we're now waiting for Arson to sign a deal.
Arson needs to lock up the deal with the Giants. I don't know what he's doing.
Right? I don't know what he's doing either. Is he just sitting there like eating a bag of chips right now? Like, come on now.
Can't believe his brother went to the Yankees. That's crazy.
He's waiting to rise.
Crazy. And John Heyman was at it again today. I don't know if you guys saw his tweet, but he said,
Coke Camels.
Coke Camels.
There's 3 players. There's Moose Betts, Coke Hamos, and Arson Judge.
Oh my god! When I read that, I was like, "Wait, I was like, oh my god, he meant to say Cole." It's just like, come on, John, you're a professional here. Read your tweets before you post them.
I'm so stressed. I just want this to be done and over with. I want to see a tweet saying Xander Bogaerts is signed.
Dude, I just want John Heyman to tweet it out. Is it that bad to say it out right now?
Passan to tweet it out. Jeff Passan tweets it out, then I know it's legit. Oh my god. I want Jerry to tweet it out. One of the best Red Sox Twitter handles. You know what's crazy? I'm not even gonna lie to you. I think they viewed my. I think this is before. So Tyler Milliken follows me. He's like his co-host on the podcast, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
But I feel like this is before they even follow me or reason. I remember that I called JD a dinosaur. I was the one who started that joke. Come to find out, I look at his podcast. One of the episodes is like, we're talking dinosaurs. I'm like, I didn't listen to the podcast because I was busy, but I'm taking a wild guess to talk about JD. I'm like, give me some credit at least. Like, come on. Like, that's how you know that's kind of funny. That's how you know my Red Sox content is getting pushed out on like the For You page. So I guess so that's a good sign. I can't wait for baseball season to start. Every time I post, and I literally just react to my TV, grab my phone, and be like, and I have no filter, so I just swear sometimes. And
I love it. I love it.
I just try to be funny. I try to make jokes sometimes too. Like I'll be like, oh, my favorite one was when I yelled at Hansel Robles. I was like, "You fucking suck!" I was screaming at him. That's like they need to DFA him. Next day he got DFA, and I'm like, okay. The best thing I told Alex Cora one time was like, "Shave your beard." And then the next day he was clean shaven. I'm like, do they watch my TikToks? Like I'm like, huh? It's so funny though. Imagine though, like that's kind of crazy to think. Speaking of Wilson Contreras, Brant's like really cool with him, and he was wishing him. He's like, good luck, and then come to find out he went to the Cardinals literally like the next day.
Oh, it's gonna be poetic when Wilson Contreras makes the Cubs pay 19 times a year.
Oh, I know. He's gonna get booed. He's gonna get booed heavy.
I mean, hey,
that's not his fault.
Remember,
it's not his fault.
The management had a chance to trade him at the deadline. I think he would have returned.
I thought he was going to get traded for sure. I was like, yep, he's going to get the he's hope.
That's a terrible move. I mean, the Cubs weren't going anywhere, and you're going to build around the draft. You can get a key prospect for Wilson Contreras, and then you bring him back.
Right.
And now they just took another step backwards, literally, because of this.
Exactly. It's just like, come on now. But like the only good player on the Cubs I can think of right now is the guy Suzuki, and I guess you could say Cody Bellinger right now. Those are the only reasonable good players on the Cubs.
And we don't know if Cody Bellinger really still has it. I mean, he's been struggling over the last 2 seasons. Ever since his MVP season, he's barely hitting over 200.
No, that's what I'm like, and he wanted to sign a 1-year deal. I understand he wanted to sign a 1-year deal, but If I was Cody Bellinger, I would be asking for more money than like a freaking 1-year deal. But it is what it is for him.
Dude, there's nothing. I can't even find anything on freaking. Ron got me so excited.
I'm sorry,
you freaking bastard.
I mean, I've recognized the name before, so I thought he was legit.
No, wait, so what's the next topic, Frankie? What's the next topic?
We're moving over to the NFL.
The NFL?
Yeah, I gotta get into this Von Miller situation because it's bugging me. Waste of money.
Yeah, I mean, do you think it was a waste of money?
Yes, he's gonna be injured. He's an injury-prone type player.
I gotta agree with you. After his Super Bowl run with Denver, he took a extension with Denver, and he was always on the injured reserve. He was always missing games, and I think Denver is kind of did what the Rams did a little bit, and they went after some of the veteran players I'm not gonna say past their prime, but signed them to these monster contracts, and they're paying the price right now.
They are.
They're gonna be hurt come playoff time because they don't have a secondary now. They don't have a line, and that's gonna be dangerous for the Buffalo Bills.
Oh my god!
The thing with the Bills is I feel like I don't know. I just feel like, especially with Josh Allen being hurt, it's just very like you can see he's not as like at where he wants to be. And obviously, Josh Allen, he's on my fantasy team. He still puts up good numbers, obviously, but Josh Allen's not the same Josh Allen, and it's because obviously he has an elbow injury, in which in baseball you need Tommy John surgery that makes you leave like a year. So it's like he is hurting in that elbow, so as he can't get as much on his throws as he usually does. That you could tell that O line, the defensive line, hasn't been like helping out them as much. And obviously, like that game against the Patriots, the Patriots, like they. Oh my God! It's just hard to see right now. The Patriots, I don't know what's gotten in there.
You know what's gonna be. Won't be shocking. He's gonna play out the rest of the season, and then I could see that happening where he could be out for next season, and the Bills might play a rental at quarterback or something like that. Maybe someone that's it's got one more year left in their contract, and they go
or a guy. I hate to say this, a guy like Tom Brady.
I don't think so.
I'm not gonna lie. I seen this rumor about Tom Brady going back to New England, and I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't be opposed to a 1-year deal for Tom Brady to come back, just because I think he would. I mean, I love Mac Jones. Don't get me wrong, but if you bring Brady back for 1 year, let him retire with the Pats. It's a perfect storybook ending. You let him come back. He can mentor Mac Jones. Mac Jones, I feel like, or Bailey Zappi, whichever one they choose to go with after that. I mean, Brady, you bring him in 1 more year, him and Belichick, team up 1 more time, let it go, ride it out, storybook ending, and plus Gisele's not there. I think Gisele's the reason why he left New England, because she wanted to go to somewhere warm. But, I mean, you bring him back 1 more year, you could see that he's still, he's doing movies wearing Patriots logos, obviously for the movie, of course, but, I mean, you can still, he said there's rumors too that he watches every Patriots game when they're on. It's like, come on. It's he still loves the Patriots. He's still keeping tabs. And I mean, I think if he's getting tired in Tampa, 1 more year, New England, come back, retire as a Patriot. It makes sense because when he retired last year, he didn't even thank the Patriots. Like, how are you not going to thank a team you played 20 years with? So it makes sense for him to come back 1 more year. I mean, even baseball players, football, basketball, whatever it is, they always sign either a 1-day contract or they sign 1 more year with their the team that they came up with, retire as that. Like, look at Albert Pujols. Came back to the Cardinals for a 1-year deal. He was amazing for that 1 year and retired a Cardinal. So it makes sense. I think Brady coming back 1 year gets to mentor the young quarterbacks. I mean, it's good to have someone who is as amazing. I mean, no better person to mentor than the greatest quarterback of all time. Hey. And then Mac Jones gets a little bit more experience from someone. I mean, Cam Newton didn't help him out. I mean, look at that.
Oh
Cam Newton. How are you going to Cam Newton?
Well, I mean, he can bring back his best friend Rob Gronkowski, maybe too.
No.
I think he's done. I think he's done. Gronk's done. I want to rule out Edelman. I think Edelman has 1 more in him, but I think Gronk's done. He's.
I'll be right back, gentlemen. I'll be right back.
Edelman said he would come back.
That would be interesting.
I wouldn't mind Edelman back because he always says Foxborough forever. So I think that if Tom Brady comes back, you'll see Julian Edelman.
You think they should get rid of turf? because of Von Miller. Von Miller torn his ACL off the turf.
I don't think so. I think I'm fine with the turf that we have.
I
don't know. I just seen a
I'm
lot
so
of people
focusing
about
on
it.
this fucking shit right now. I'm so focusing on Xander Bogaerts.
What are we gonna do? What are we gonna? Can he come to Boston already?
If he comes to Chicago, if he goes to Chicago, I am blaming.
I'll tell you what. The way Harrison's looking at Bogaerts is gonna be me looking at Brady come March, looking for the
Facts.
Yes.
Oh, fuck Brady.
Please.
Okay. So, I kind of forgot. Now I was so confused when Rob just fucked up my fucked up.
Breaker.
Oh! What's the next topic?
So, who do y'all think about Baker Mayfield's debut as a Los Angeles Ram?
I don't give a shit.
Surprised.
I don't give a shit. Just like him, he's shit.
Carolina Panthers fans about to cry once he goes off for 300 yards.
Against the freaking Raiders and Chandler Jones is back, and freaking Matt Scrubby's the beast on that field. Oh yeah, no, that's not gonna happen.
Wait, is he gonna start?
He is gonna start, yes.
Wow, the Rams were that desperate. Huh.
Wow, what a fucking losers.
I would have just said no.
I would say no, go to the 49ers so you have CMC and Debo and freaking Brandon Ayuk on the freaking field. Oh,
right.
What about that comeback by Brady?
Great comeback.
Amazing.
That's why he's a GOAT. He's a GOAT for a reason.
He's still a GOAT, but
hey, he scored 2 touchdowns in under 3 minutes, so he did it all by himself.
Oh my god, please.
That's why he can't roll it out.
I would love to see him come home to New England, but it would be nice to see him in San Fran.
San Fran wouldn't be a bad idea. You know, his hometown team. I mean, not his
playing for with one more year, just like Joe Montana, but obviously going out with his hometown team. I really just think I think the Patriots is just the perfect fit. One more year. I think it's just it's meant to be. I mean, there's no way where the Jets no. Where's he gonna go?
No, thank you.
We need to get rid of that clown, Matt Patricia. That clown.
Matt Patricia's
yeah.
He's a defensive coach. Why the fuck is he the offensive coordinator? Even look at Mac Jones yelling at him throw the fucking ball. He should be throwing the ball. I mean, you saw him against the Vikings. He had one of the best games of his career, and then he barely throws the ball the next game because Matt Patricia thinks, the run game will stop the Bills. No, the fuck it won't. It's not like the wind's blowing last year where the run game stopped it because no one could throw the ball that game, that windy ass game where the Patriots won.
Right.
It's because they ran the ball really well, and it's not like those conditions. It's like Mac Jones is a solid quarterback. He's one of the most accurate quarterbacks in the NFL, and you're not going to let him throw the football? What? Are you kidding me?
Come on now.
Hey Rob. Look what I just sent you, dude.
Oh yeah, the thing with Yoshi. The thing I retweeted.
All the hate Mac Jones gets, he needs that number one wide receiver as well.
He does. I really I'm not gonna. The thing that I could see happening is my brain works this way. It's kind of funny how it works. So what I think happens if Brady comes back for a year, you re-sign, you can sign OBJ. All the people are gonna want to play for Tom Brady, especially and under Bill Belichick. I mean, OBJ even said he wanted to come here. Imagine them signing OBJ to a 2-year deal and they're like, okay, then he stays. Mac gets a weapon. Brady gets a weapon for a year before he goes. OBJ gets another ring. But no, I think OBJ. I don't know. I think if he he signs a year deal I think he goes to the Cowboys this year. But I think he's not even going to sign. To be honest, hot take, I don't even think he's going to sign with anybody. I think he's just trolling around on the internet. He's going to wait till next year.
That's not hot take. He's not 100%.
Yeah,
I think he's just trolling. He always trolls on there. I think next year is going to be the year he goes out, and it's going to be interesting to see where he goes. Well, obviously, he's not going to go to the Rams now that Baker Mayfield's there, so that's out the option. I mean, if Brady goes to New England, and he's even mentioned playing for Brady, playing for Belichick, I could see that happening. Sign him to a 2-year deal, then a year after, okay, I mean, Max still got a good. I don't know why people are this. Kendrick Bourne's amazing. I don't know why he doesn't throw the ball more to Kendrick Bourne. I think he's a solid receiver, but we don't have like that superstar receiver. We don't have a guy that can like. There's a wow factor at wide receiver. Besides, I mean, Kendrick Bourne's great, but we don't have that guy. That guy that every other team has.
The tight ends the tight ends are not performing either.
Plus the Odell Beckham injury. I mean, that's a difficult injury to overcome. I mean, that takes up to a full. Yes, 6 months you recover, you get the clear to go, but that's up to a year to really get in game shape and really get ready to play. I mean, unless you're Adrian Peterson, who got ready in like 8 months and won MVP.
OBJ is saying he can come back within 5 weeks. He told Michael Parsons that he's ready to go in 5 weeks.
I don't think he's going to play anywhere.
I don't think he's ready. I mean, a torn ACL takes a while. I mean, he won't be 100%. He'll be okay, but he won't be the OBJ that he like could be. But I mean, if he does come back, which I don't think he will, but if he does come back, I see him going. I think Dallas is gonna get him. He was hanging out with the Cowboys courtside. I think Cowboys need a wide receiver. They get him. The Cowboys. That's funny. In the beginning of the year, they were going crazy, and now I don't hear nothing about the Cowboys.
You know who would be an interesting team next season if he doesn't come back? How about the Las Vegas Raiders?
Ooh, that's not.
You really don't believe in Derek Carr, Jordan?
With Adams and OBJ.
True.
Maybe you could flip-flop Carr and Rodgers. Make Aaron Rodgers as their quarterback.
I know he wouldn't mind that.
Long shot, but it's fun to talk about. But I could see OBJ maybe pairing up with another wide receiver.
I mean, I see him going to New England, like Rob said with Tom Brady.
I think it's perfect.
I'd love that.
I just think it's like, because he's always mentioned, I want to go to New England. I want to play under Belichick. I want to play under Brady. It just kind of makes sense. But I think the Raiders would be cool if they get Aaron Rodgers. Would be interesting. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Brady goes to the Raiders too, because remember, but I don't think John Gruden's gone now, and he was supposed to go to the Raiders, and then John Gruden told him no, pretty much. But I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he goes to Las Vegas too.
Wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, with all the speculations going along, I think that he could either go to San Fran, even maybe I think just San Fran or New England would be a good option for both OBJ.
New England would just be like a nice spot. I mean, we get a wide receiver, but him and then just see him. If Brady came home, it would be like icing on the cake. It would be like a sweet ending for us.
What would be better?
I mean, even if he doesn't win a Super Bowl and he retires a Patriot, hey, came back. At least he came back for one more ride, you know?
Hey, listen, Rob. I need to find Xander Bogaerts on Tinder. I need to find him ASAP.
On Tinder?
On Tinder?
Yes, I need him.
But like I said, though, Bill O'Brien as an offensive coordinator, please give that to me.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie.
Bill O'Brien.
Xander Bogaerts, I can see why he goes to Aruba, goes back home every offseason. I went there in November. I'm going back in October. It is amazing over there. I can see why he likes it over there.
That's where I was thinking about going myself. It's beautiful.
Go there. I'm telling you. I went on the beach. Oh my god, it was most beautiful beaches. Oh my god, it was amazing. I was there for a week, and it's like I'm like tan still, and I went a month ago. It's crazy. It's so crazy. Their beaches are nice. The water's warm. Oh my god, I can't wait. In October, while everybody's enjoying the cold, I'm gonna be back on the beach again. Oh, can't wait. I love it. But no, I can see why he keeps going back. I'm excited for the football season, though. I'm excited. Well, not the football season. The football postseason, I should say. I think it's like right now, a lot of teams are on the bubble. A lot of teams can make the playoffs. I think the New York Jets could slide in and make a playoff spot. I'm not going to lie.
Let me tell you something. That AFC playoff picture might get a little interesting. There's a couple teams out there sitting at 5-7 that might enter the chat really soon. We're not there yet, but they might.
I think the Jets lose to the Bills, so I don't think the Jets are getting in.
I think the Patriots might slide in, but we would have to win our next 4 out of 5 games, which is against the Raiders, the Cardinals, Raiders,
that big game. That big game is going to be. Sorry to cut you off, Dan, but that big game is going to be you guys versus the Raiders. The Raiders look like a whole different team lately.
They did.
Ever since Carr started breaking down in his press conference. That's a talented team. At the end of the day, if you let them hang around, they might take a spot. It's a long shot. It's still a long shot, but.
So what's crazy is Dolphins play the Chargers and Buffalo after. So we win our next two, we can move on up to the seeding to number 4.
And who do you guys play? Arizona and the Raiders?
Raiders, and then Dolphins after that.
They're both winnable games.
They are.
It's going to be tough, though. There's a couple teams entering that conversation, but we'll see what happens.
I want to talk to the Raiders.
Whoa. Hold on. Kike Hernandez just posted on his Instagram story, and he posted, "Please come back" by player, and he tagged Xander Bogaerts.
Oh.
I don't know.
No. Robert, we're going to be up all night. All fucking night.
I think Kike knows something we don't. And wait a minute. That's an old photo from Houston. It's him and Rafi and in the background.
Oh boy.
I don't know.
Remember we did this together? Come back. We'll do it again.
So Jordan, how about your running back one you got over there in Baltimore?
Which one? Lamar or Huntley?
I
was late. I was late to this podcast as the Baltimore Ravens offense was in that game against the Broncos. We didn't score a touchdown until the 59 minutes and 30 seconds of that game, and then, when's a win? We'll see what happens. I don't know. We got to stay healthy, though.
I mean, the referees helped you guys out, so that's a plus.
Sorry, the refs. Where
Jordan,
did the refs help? The clear pass interference call, where the corner was clearly hugging Mark Andrews. That one.
No.
Oh my God.
Sorry, Jordan. There was something stuck in my throat for some reason, and it said Ravens are frauds.
Hey, can I ask you something? How's last? Oh no, you guys are in third place. The Saints had to choke that game away. What's it going to be like when you're on the couch watching the Patriots and the Ravens in the playoffs? I'm just curious.
Yeah, first round exit.
It's further than the Panthers.
I mean, either way.
I mean, that's why Harrison's so much into baseball, because his football team's not good.
Well, I mean, what's going to happen when Duke makes the NIT this season? I mean, what's he going to do?
That's not going to happen. I'll shave my head if it happens.
Oh.
No, just defense keeps us in the game. Just gotta hang in there for now, I guess.
I mean, Lamar's out for about 3 weeks, so.
I think
it's gonna be tough.
It's gonna be longer than that.
Oh my God, this thing is killing me.
You think so?
I think that's at least a 4 or 5 week injury, but we'll see. I hope he's ready. Hopefully that wasn't as serious as I thought. But tough game against the Steelers. That's going to be a low-scoring game. That could go either way.
Yeah, I feel like we lose to Kyle Murray.
Nah.
If we lose to Kyler Murray, then I feel like our season. If we lose to them and the Raiders, our season.
Yeah, Rob, we're gonna be all night. We're gonna be up all night just trying to figure this out.
If you thought your season was over last Thursday, if you lost to Kyle Murray, it would definitely be over.
Someone's saying in my group chat here, he said, "I have a feeling that the X rumors are shut down, and all of a sudden he's gonna sign tonight." I think he's signing tonight.
I think so too.
I think he's going to be.
Rob,
why would Kike just randomly post that?
Kyle Murray used to be a baseball player. I mean, he'd be a nice replacement for the Red Sox.
Rob, all night, motherfucker.
Listen, I'm still in shape. If they need a shortstop, I'm a lefty. I mean, I won't be the best shortstop, but I'll figure it out.
Right.
I think Deb, the sports guy, should go in there. Let's go.
No, I'm good.
Let's go.
I mean, hey, if we don't get dinner, I can play a good second base.
That is true.
Boys, Frankie, do you want to make the picks, or do you want to keep going?
We can go for a little bit longer, a few more minutes, you know. I mean, Bogaerts is about to be a Yankee. I'm sorry to disappoint all you Red Sox fans.
Oh, my God.
Why? You're such a Red Sox bandwagon, motherfucker.
I just fucking
Xander Bogaerts is an Oriole.
Listen, Harrison, I don't want you to stay up all night just to get your dreams shattered by the Yankees.
I swear.
Man, fuck the Yankees. They're poverty.
I swear, if that actually happened,
I will shave my head.
Damn, we're going to see. Damn.
Bogarts and imagine that. Bogarts and Aaron Judge on the same team. Ah.
Yeah, well, that ain't gonna happen ever. Maybe. I don't even know. Like, I was gonna say maybe for Team USA, but Bogarts is playing for the Netherlands, I think, again. So,
well,
you know who's gonna be on the same team? Mookie Betts, Mike Trout, Aaron Judge, Bryce Harper, Trevor Story, and Mookie Betts are gonna be teammates on Team USA.
All right, Rob, I gotta find him on Tinder. Where's he at?
Oh my God!
I gotta find Mac Jones on Tinder.
He's not in there. Damn it! Tried so hard.
Don't they have a TikTok account or something like that? There's 2 NFL players that landed on my FYP today: Cooper Kupp and DeAndre Hopkins.
Oh yeah. Cooper Kupp.
D-Hop has a TikTok for sure.
Yo, imagine that. Down the road, DeAndre Hopkins plays for us. Bill Belichick's high on that guy, bro.
I'd love that, to be honest.
Oh my
God. He's still one.
I'm telling you right now,
still one of the best.
Don't be shocked if Bill Belichick makes the trade for him.
To bring back Tom Brady, I'd love that.
No, DeAndre Hopkins is a wide receiver one.
Bad.
I wouldn't. I'd love that, to be honest. I think I can see it happening.
You know who DeAndre Hopkins won't play for? The Carolina Panthers.
Oh.
Why would he want to?
Yeah. Why would he want to?
Yeah, we're stuck on receivers, buddy. Thank you, Jordan.
I mean, he probably would if they had Baker Mayfield still, but who wants to play for?
Why are you on Dylan's side, bro? Why are you on Dylan's side?
Doesn't DeAndre Hopkins have 1 career touchdown pass? I mean, that was 1 more than Baker Mayfield.
True.
I mean, I've always disrespected Carolina because they got rid of the best head coach in the NFL history, Matt
Chico Rivera.
Frankie, I can't wait for Dev or Rob to send me a ticket and my girlfriend, and I'll slap the living shit out of you.
Yeah, listen, you ain't gonna do nothing. You're gonna be waking up to the news of breaking news: New York Yankees have signed Bogarts to a 10-year.
He's not on Tinder.
He's not.
Is he on Bumble?
Oh my God!
Is he on Bumble?
Is he on Hinge?
Holy hell!
God, man!
Why are you looking up him on a dating site, anyways?
He's single.
There's Twitter, there's Instagram, there's TikTok.
I was joking.
You could do the Xander Bogaerts train with the little arrow below.
All right, Mr. Frankie, are you ready? You want to do the picks now, or
let's do the picks?
We need Johnny Damon back.
Let's do the picks. Let's do the picks right now.
Let's do the pick because I'm ready to look up this Xander Bogaerts crap before this.
Yeah, me and Frankie are gonna be on.
I don't know why. Why are you guys getting your hopes up just for him to be in that striped jersey?
What, you mean the Rockies? He ain't going to the Rockies. No.
Yeah, Rob. He's talking about the Rockies. Yeah, he's not talking about that trash organization. He's talking about 27 rings.
They're about to get 28 this year. Aaron Judge, Bogarts, Rafael Devers.
Dude,
Devers can play third base.
And don't worry, my girlfriend is now going to be a Boston Red Sox and an Atlanta Braves, so she's now going to move on to me.
Come on, man. Can they just announce Bogarts already?
Yes, I will suck him right now.
That's what I'm doing right now. I want to slam stuff on the ground. Like, come on now, like.
All right, Frankie. Let's start the picks right now. Let's go.
Wait, but don't the Red Sox have powerhouse Trevor Story? Why would they want
Bogarts? No, please get him out of here.
Trevor Story can play second base.
Trevor Story is garbage to that Red Sox uniform.
I had the goat. Okay, Trevor John is the best second baseman.
No, please don't. Man can't hit.
Put him in his natural position. Put him at short. You guys will be fine.
No, I think you can put Bogarts at DH or third base, put Rafi at DH, move Bogarts at third, Story at short. It's adding up. I mean,
right.
Ship Story back to Colorado where he belongs.
Oh my God.
He loves it here.
All right, let's start the pick. So Thursday Night Football, we got the Las Vegas Raiders versus the new quarterback Baker Mayfield and the Rams. What do you got, Mr. Frankie?
The Rams.
Oh yeah, no surprise. All right, Dev, what do you got?
I'm gonna go with the Raiders. They're hot right now.
We're going with the Raiders. Mr. Jordan, what do you got, my boy?
The Raiders are hot, and they're going to continue to stay hot. Give me the Raiders by 17. This won't be pretty.
All right, Boston
Come on,
Rob.
Come on,
Give me
Rob.
the Raiders. I think the Raiders are gonna win.
Oh,
I don't know. Baker's just gonna go new scene. People are saying new scenery. He's gonna be the same Baker. Let's be honest.
Well, think of this. This is the first time Baker will be on a defending Super Bowl champion.
That is true. And the only time he'll ever be on a defending Super Bowl champion.
Something Carolina will never be, but that's besides the point. All right, next game. Let's go.
Alrighty. So at 1 o'clock on Fox, we got Kirk Cousins in the Minnesota Vikings and Adrian Hudson in the Detroit Lions. Me, I got I got Lions. Something in my gut, I'm picking the Lions. I just think that Jared Goff is gonna have a good game. Frankie, what do you got?
Give me Kirk Cousins, the GOAT.
All right.
I'm gonna take the upset. I'm gonna go with the Lions. I have a feeling that something good's gonna happen to Jared Goff, and Aiden Hudson's gonna have a good day.
All right, Boston Rob.
I'm not gonna lie. I think the Vikings are hot right now. I mean, obviously that game against the Patriots, they were kind of shaky, but they went out the next game and did well. I think the Vikings win this. I think Kirk Cousins is having an amazing season, and it's the Lions. I don't think the Lions are going to do anything big against a very good team. I mean, they almost upset the Bills that other week, so we'll see, but I honestly think it's going to go to the Vikings.
Man, you're disrespecting the Detroit Lions, my friend. A 3-point loss to the Bills, a 3-point loss to the Dolphins, a 4-point loss to the Vikings, a 3-point loss to the Eagles. I think they're gonna get hot. I don't know if they'll make the playoffs, but this is a must-win for the Lions. And I don't consider this an upset the way they've been playing. This is a home game, right, Harrison, for the Lions?
Yes.
I think for the first time this season, it's going to hurt to be a Vikings fan. Give me a 3-point Lions victory in overtime over the Vikings. I'm sorry.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, 1 o'clock on CBS. We got Mark Andrews, Jordan's Ravens versus Kenny Pickett and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Jordan, what do you got, my boy?
Low-scoring game. I think we're going to go back to 2008, 2009, where these games were 13-10, 16-13. Give me Justin Tucker with the game-winning field goal at Heinz Field with a Ravens 16-13 victory over the Pittsburgh Steelers to keep us in first place for one more week.
All right, Boston Rob.
I'm not gonna lie. Give me the best running back in the NFL, Lamar Jackson. I think the Ravens win it. I think they will.
Lamar Jackson's out, by the way.
Oh, Lamar Jackson's out. Oh,
it's 1 to 3 weeks. 1 to 3 weeks.
The second best running back is playing though.
That is true.
Mr. Tyler Huntley.
I still got the Ravens winning. I feel like the Ravens are the. I think I'm gonna go Baltimore. I think Baltimore wins this one.
All right, Frankie.
Kenny Pickett with 2 tutties, baby. Kenny Pickett, small hands Pickett. He's gonna go off with the 30-point lead.
All right, Dev, the sports guy.
I'm going to go with the Steelers right here. I think they're going to upset the Ravens. They're not going to go Ravens plus let's play. They're going to Ravens kill, let's die.
I'm going with the Steelers as well.
Alrighty, I love you guys.
1 o'clock on CBS as well. We got Deshaun Watson, his second game back in the NFL, and Joe Burrow. And fun fact, Joe Burrow is 0-4 against the Cleveland Browns. Dev, the sports guy, who do you got, my guy?
I got the Cleveland Browns. I think, Deshaun Watson will have a better game offensively, and I believe in this Browns team. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs, but come next year, they will. So give me the Browns.
All right, Boston Rob?
I'm not going to. I think Joe Burrow goes 1-4 against the Cleveland Browns. I think Deshaun Watson, he clearly looks like a quarterback that hasn't taken a snap in 2 years. Maybe he does turn it around this game, but I think Joe Burrow's got it on lock. I think he finally wins the game against the Browns. I think it's gonna be a close game though. I think it's gonna be like a 3-point game, but I think the Bengals win this one.
All right, Mr. Frankie.
Give me Deshaun Watson, baby.
All right. Okay. Jordan.
Yeah, the Bengals are 0-3 against the AFC North, 0-4 against the Browns, huh? I think the Browns would have a better chance to win this game if Jacoby Brissett played. I think Jacoby Brissett will find somewhere to play next season. This kills me every time I pick them, but they're hot right now, and it's undeniable. Give me the Bengals over the Browns by 7.
Okay. 1 o'clock again on CBS. We got Mike White's Jets, who almost beat the Minnesota Vikings.
Sure did.
By 8. And we got at Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. And I want to start with Mr. Frankie. What do you got, my man?
What was the game?
The Jets and
Bills.
the Bills.
Oh, bro. The GOAT himself, Josh Allen, baby.
All right, the Bills. Dev, the sports guy.
So, Patriots fans, this week we need to be Dolphins fans and we need to be Bills fans. So I'm going to say the Buffalo Bills will put a stomping on Mike White and they'll win.
All right, Boston Rob.
I'm gonna go with the Bills, not just because Josh Allen's my fancy quarterback, but just because obviously we need the Bills to take a loss because the Patriots need anything that they can get to gain ground in that division. So this is as a Patriots fan, this is a big game. But I wouldn't be surprised if Johnny gets some ice cream and the Bills upset. But I think the Bills will handle it this time, though. I think the Bills win.
All right, Mr. Jordan.
Can you imagine if the Bills go 0-2 against the Jets? What that would do to their fan base?
Holy hell.
And could I also ask, how good does the Jets offense look with Mike White at quarterback? I know it's a small sample size, but they are going down the field. There is no way. I know the Bills are banged up. There's no way the Bills are going 0-2 against the Jets. Give me a 10-point Bills win over the Jets. It'll be a good game though, like 30-20.
All right.
Alrighty. So another 1 o'clock game. We're gonna play against the trash Houston Texans with Davis Mills and Brandon Cooks versus the Dallas Cowboys with Dak Prescott, Tony Pollard, and Ezekiel Elliott. So Jordan, on Fox, what do you got?
Well, on paper, the Cowboys should blow out the Texans, but I have a feeling this is going to be a one-possession game. But Dallas will win. Give me Dallas by 6.
All right. Boston Rob. I love calling him that all the time.
I love that. That was my old Instagram name, so that's kind of funny you mentioned that. And I got, I'm not going to lie, Dak Prescott. I think he's going to pull through. I think the Cowboys are going to win. I mean, if they lose to the Texans, that would be something that I would love to see. It would be funny to get those memes. How about them Cowboys? Are you still them boys? But I think the Cowboys are going to win. I think, like he said, I think it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be a one-possession game, but I think that Dak Prescott gets the game-winning touchdown in the 4th.
Just checking to see if we them boys.
All right, Frankie, what do you got, my man?
I got my man David Mills season, baby.
Yeah, we're moving on. Dev, the sports guy.
Stop it. You guys are hating.
Easily, it's going to be the Dallas Cowboys winning 24-14.
Okay. Alright, so this is a divisional rival. Playoff hopes are still alive.
Don't
so we
say
got the Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown and the Eagles.
Okay, never mind.
And you got Daniel Jones and Xavier Rhodes, I think. Is that his name? I forgot his name. Darius Slayton and Saquon Barkley and the New York Giants. Dev, the sports guy. You're up, my man. What do you got?
I'm going to go with the Eagles on this one. I still think they're going to win the Super Bowl to this day. So I got the Eagles.
The Eagles guy. Okay.
All right, Frankie. I think you're going to pick the Giants on this one, so we're going to move on from that.
Actually, yes, by a field goal.
Okay. Yeah, I should have known. Mr. Jordan.
Good. When you said playoffs, I thought you were going to say your Panthers, and I'm happy you didn't. I mean, that was when you said it, I'm like, please don't say it. So I apologize for assuming. I shouldn't assume. That makes an ass out of me. But I'm gonna take the Eagles in this one over the Giants. I think it'll be a good game. I got the Eagles by 4. The Giants always play the Eagles.
All right. Boston, Rob.
Fly, Eagles, fly, baby. I think the Eagles handle it pretty well. I think it will be a good game as well. I mean, Daniel Jones has been playing really good this season, but obviously Jalen Hurts has been performing at an MVP caliber this year. I feel like the Eagles are just going to keep stampeding, and like Dev said, I think they're the Super Bowl favorites right now, and I think they're going to beat the Giants.
All right, I got Eagles as well.
Come on, Dev, fly.
On CBS again, we got two like I'm gonna say like some average quarterbacks, honestly, and we got Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars, and he is gonna play on Sunday, and also we got Ryan Tannehill and Derrick Henry and the Tennessee Titans. Boston Rob, what you got, my boy?
I got the Tennessee Titans. You run your offense through Derrick Henry. He's going to get you at least 200, 300 yards a game. I mean, the Jaguars, it's looking like they're going to have another number 1 pick coming up soon. They have been playing not the best. But I honestly think the Titans are going to win this. Mike Vrabel. I can't even say his fucking name.
Vrabel, whatever.
Vrabel, former Patriot. I'm having like a tongue twister right now. I think his team's going to win it. I think the Titans win this game.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he got that general manager for the Tennessee Titans got fired for eating grapes, unfortunately. So that's why. All right, Frankie. I know you're gonna pick the Jacksonville Jaguars, so.
Fuck no.
Okay. What are you saying? What is it, Frankie?
Who are they playing? Oh, Tennessee Titans.
And Jaguars.
Yeah, Derrick Henry's gonna get a winning, scoring, rushing touchdown. My man Henry, baby.
Okay. Jordan, Mr. Jordan.
This might get ugly. The Titans have been struggling, and they need a win. I know they're in a very bad. That this might be a worse division than the NFC South. I mean, seriously. I mean, the Titans won the division at 7-5. Imagine that. At least Tampa Bay, they still have to keep winning football games. I think Henry's gonna flirt with close to 200 yards rushing, and I think the Titans will win by 16 points over the Jaguars. This should be a big game for Derrick Henry.
Dev?
I couldn't agree more with the Appreciation League, so I'm gonna go with the Tennessee Titans.
All right, we're moving on to the late games. At 4:05, we got the Kansas City Chiefs with Patrick Mahomes, and we got Russell Wilson and the Denver Broncos. It's at Denver, by the way. I think it's going to be cold night, freezing, chilly in Denver, Colorado. And I want to start with Mr. Jordan.
Wait, were you talking about the Denver Broncos offense, or were you talking about the weather at that game? Which one?
I was talking about both. I was talking about Russell Wilson, and it's gonna be cold there in Denver.
Oh, okay, gotcha. That makes sense. The Broncos. Yeah, give me the Chiefs. The Chiefs should win this game, but they always struggle against the Broncos for some reason. I don't understand it. It's not supposed to make sense. So this game's not going to make sense. Give me 19-16. I gotta have the Broncos with 16 points. So give me the Chiefs beating the Broncos 19-16.
All right, Frankie.
Give me Broncos country. Let's ride. And they are gonna get 24 points, breaking their record in the regular season.
That's sad.
I don't know what takes are bad. Yours or Jordan's? No, not Jordan's. Dylan's. Sorry, I didn't mean to say Jordan. My bad, Jordan. Boston Rob.
They always say, let Russ cook. But Russ cannot cook, especially not against one of the greatest quarterbacks. I think it'll go down as one of the best of all time. Patrick Mahomes, I think he beats the Broncos this game. I feel like Patrick Mahomes is still that guy, and the Chiefs are still that team in the AFC.
Dev?
Easily. The Kansas City Chiefs will win this one, 35-7.
I got the Kansas City Chiefs. All right, next game at 4:25 on Fox. We got my Carolina Panthers versus the Seattle Seahawks. And Frankie, I know you're gonna pick the Seahawks either way. we're gonna move on from you.
I'm picking the Seahawks.
And picking the Seahawks. Dev, the sports guy, don't let me down, please.
I want to put my helmet on after I score a game-time touchdown, Carolina Panther.
That's a boy.
Oh,
All right, Boston Rob.
I'm not gonna lie. Give me Carolina. Geno Smith. I don't know what he has. I don't know. I think the Panthers upset here.
So
Jordan.
we're not doing the Geno Smith chant this week.
Come on, Jordan, do it, Jordan, do it.
I got it, dude. I'm sorry. This is gonna be a great game, though. This is gonna be a great game, so I'm gonna do it. Since somebody's gonna do it with me. Maybe Frankie will. Geno.
South Carolina.
Alrighty, Frankie. I'm just gonna meet you.
This will be a good game. It'll be 30-27 Seahawks. It'll be a good game.
Alright, fair enough, Mr. Jordan. Alrighty, we got the Wash quarterback Patrick Brady, and also we got by far the best white running back in the NFL, Christian McCaffrey, in the 49ers. I'm going 49ers. I'm just thinking I think Christian McCaffrey is going to play lights out against that Buccaneers defense. But Tom Brady's going to try his very best, obviously, because he's by far one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. But too bad he overthrows his receivers way too much, and he has no one at a tight end. So Jordan, what you got, my man?
I'm just doing what Tom Brady's doing. Game over. He was just like this, locked in. He saw something. I think the 49ers are in trouble. I think with Garoppolo, this would have been a 49ers victory, but the Buccaneers want that division. They want some room. So give me Tampa Bay by 7 points over Mr. Irrelevant and the 49ers.
Thank you.
Alrighty, Boston Rob.
The fact that you said one of the greatest quarterbacks and not the greatest quarterback is kind of confusing. But I think you can't bet against Tom Brady. He's seemed very locked in since his divorce. I'm not gonna lie. He's been a different quarterback since then. And honestly, I got the Bucs beating the 49ers. I really do. I think Tom Brady has been very solid recently. He's obviously against that game against the Saints. He was 3 minutes to go and he ends up winning the freaking game. He shows that how good he is.
Unbelievable. That game was over. That was over.
He's amazing, and he just shows how good he is with timeouts, working the clock. He's done it for many, many years, and I think Tom Brady beats the 49ers. I think it's going to be a 2-possession game.
Okay, the sports guy, Dev.
Oh, easy. Tom Brady.
Alright, so we already know about Frankie. He's picking the Buccaneers, so we can just move on from that.
How do you assume? How do you assume?
I can tell you're a Tom Brady fanboy.
Okay, you own Carolina, but okay.
He might pick a tie. You never know.
Okay, no, actually, no, Frankie. Okay, you can go.
Alright, I'll go, let's see, that is Carolina's daddy, by the way, Tom Brady. He is the owner of that division, will always own that division, and will always be Carolina's daddy. Thomas Edward Patrick Brady. Yes, sir.
Oh, wow, I'm the only one picking. Okay, Sunday Night Football on NBC. We got Tua Tagovailoa. And don't you ever say Tua turned the ball over, because he's actually doing pretty well in Miami. And Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle versus the Chargers with Justin Herbert, Keenan Allen.
Ooh.
Boston Rob, what you got?
Ooh.
Wow.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I think Justin Herbert's gonna win this game. I think Keenan Allen, when he is healthy, he is definitely up there as one of the better receivers in the game. And I think the Chargers play really good this game. I see their offensive line stepping up big. Justin Herbert, feel like has a big game. I think the Chargers win this game. I really do.
All right, Frankie, can I get some toe picks for OnlyFans, please?
What? Oh yeah. But Tua, I need the Chargers to lose for my Patriots. I need Tua to turn the ball over to go
okay,
off.
No, don't shut
Tua
it.
turn
Shut
the
your
ball
mouth.
over.
Tua, turn the ball over.
Okay.
I mean,
all right.
he's better than Sam Darnold at least. But anyways,
Okay.
yeah.
He's your daddy, by the way. Just say hi to your daddy. Mr. Jordan, what you got?
Who's ready to go on? Who likes theme parks here? Who likes theme parks? They have a ride called the Chargers Freefall, where they go on up and then they dip all the way down. It's time for a yearly Chargers collapse. Give me the Miami Dolphins in a high-scoring game, 42-38. The Chargers will find a way to lose this game towards the end. Give me Miami.
Darius said you, Rob. Dev, didn't say you. Okay, Dev. Okay. I just don't know what you said. I think you might say the Chargers. The Dolphins. Okay.
Dev said he's afraid of Santa Claus.
Ah, well, that's unfortunate. Alrighty, tomorrow. Not tomorrow, but like on Monday, we got with Frankie, Dev, and Boston Rod's Patriots
team.
versus Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals. Jordan, you're right.
Harrison, I gotta correct you, brother. It's the mid Patriots.
Oh, mid. My bad.
I mean, they're 6-6. That's what it means, right? Or do I got the definition wrong? I just want to make
sure. Yeah, I'm sure. My bad. Alrighty. What do you got, Mr. Jordan?
New England can't afford to lose this game. I think Arizona wins, but also I think New England needs this more. Which means Arizona is going to beat the New England! What happened? How did you lose to Kyler Murray on Modern Warfare?
Yeah, he's never allowed on this. He's never allowed on this podcast.
Alrighty, Frankie.
Give me Arizona by 4.
We're gonna put Daddy Mac Jones is gonna go to work.
Daddy!
And throw 3 touchdowns for 400 yards, and he's gonna show the world why he's the greatest quarterback to ever play in New England.
Alrighty. Dev the sports guy, or should I say Dev the science guy?
Patriots. I really think that they turned their season around with their next run game, so I'm taking New England.
Alrighty, Mr. Boston Rob himself, the go to Boston.
So I've been doing some research, and it's double XP weekend on Call of Duty, and that means one thing. Kyler Murray does not perform well during double XP weekends. But honestly, I think the New England Patriots are going to have a bounce-back game. I feel like there's a lot of retaliation coming in after these past 2 losses, especially that Vikings loss. The refs, I'm not going to lie, no, I don't want to sound like every New England fan, but the refs really did sell the Patriots.
Yeah,
there were some missed calls. The last game, it was just the Patriots offense didn't do shit. But I think this game, I think the Patriots really bounced back. I feel like Mac Jones is going to definitely be locked in. I mean, I feel like he has a similar game to the Vikings game. And I think the Patriots have a much-needed win. I think they win Monday Night Football. I think they come back and win a big game, end their losing streak. I don't want to be James Strauss for the 4th time this season. I love James, but I don't need
What is with that? Can someone tell me that? He just loves to pick on the Patriots.
He loves to pick on the Patriots, the Bengals, USC.
Yep.
I love his USC ones. Those are great.
So
and yeah, that's about it. breaking news: Xander Bogaerts is now on the trending of Twitter at the moment.
Hey, hopefully he goes to the Yankees. But anyway,
and I hope that you can suck a big fat cock.
Well, guys, as much as fun as it has been, 2 hours of this pod number 8. It's in the books. Rob, I appreciate you for coming on. You're always welcome to join us every Wednesday at 8 o'clock. I want to appreciate you guys for tuning in, for watching in. But for now, we have the sports guy here. We got Jordan, Rob, Harrison, Frankie. And we'll talk to you guys next week. Have a good one, everyone.